The Horrible Gamers podcast may contain content not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Horrible Gamers podcast, show number 196. We record on March the 24th, 2018. I'm one of your hosts, Gonzalez, also known as Jesus Rockstar. Today, I am joined by the HGP crew from the Great White North. My friend, Ryan Gibson, Gib8777 is back.
Arr, matey, another episode of Horrible Gamers. Let's get this done.
Also,
Arr.
From the West Coast, the best coast, Henley Merrill, Gunny Chief is back. Welcome back, Henley.
I bought a pirate shirt yesterday just for the show.
Ooh, just for us to see it.
Guys.
Just for the show that isn't on video at all.
I know, we're not live, but you guys can see it. They can't.
We
Maybe
can
I'll
see it.
post
We can see it.
Facebook group.
Oh, man, look nice in that shirt. You look nice.
All right, what's everybody wearing? You got your pirate shirt, Gunny. I got my Bioshock shirt.
Nice.
I got a Mario on top of Yoshi sticking his tongue out shirt.
Just letting everybody know what we're wearing.
Yeah.
Maybe we should add that to
real,
our
real nerds
plan. What we're wearing today.
Real nerds. Guys, you can follow us on Twitter at @horrible gamers. You can also join our Facebook community, Horrible Gamers Podcast Community, over on Facebook. We also have a Facebook page you can like and leave a review on there. Leave a review on iTunes if you can as well. Hit subscribe button. Also, email us at feedback@horriblegamers.com. And big shout out real quick to our Patreons over at patreon.com/horriblegamers. Jonathan Hall, Alan Mabey, Joshua Wolf, Bill Garner II, Evan Tanaka, and John Jerome. Thank you guys for helping us out through Patreon and donating money every month. It is really appreciated. It's really needed. And if you want to, you can go ahead over to patreon.com/horriblegamers and donate money yourself to help the cause. Our intro song is done by Fowler and TwistX. It is called The Breakout, and our outro song is called Night Owl by Broke for Free. Guys, let's get into it. We've been playing this week. Lots of games. Lots of new games came out. Great games. We got some reviews to give out. I'm going to start off the list real quick with something that I played this week that I know you guys played this week because it just came out to the United States. PubG Mobile just came to the U.S. Literally, it was like a day or two after we recorded the last show.
It was like two days after we got it in Canada. You guys got it in the States. It was like, holy crap.
Yeah, so
Thanks a lot
Tencent.
for the soft launch.
Tencent went all out and they just released it in the United States. I believe they released it in United States, Canada, and a couple other countries in the European Union. So they're slowly trying to release it across the world. I think they're trying to get ahead of Fortnite Mobile, which has been taking off recently with their preview. Man, so PUBG Mobile, I played it, and I know I played it before, and it's the exact same game that I played in the Chinese version of the game. Yep. It's just in English, but it's the same game.
Thank God.
Somebody mentioned that it had the Chinese version didn't have doors or something like that, because the version I played this week had doors.
No, there's no doors inside. There's doors to go into a house, but inside the house, there's no doors inside.
Yeah. There's no doors inside the house. I think they made the rooms a little bit wider and bigger just to make it easier to navigate with the touch controls, I think.
Well, I think that helps fix up that problem I've been having with like the camera. When you go in to a doorway, the camera kind of does a fucking a little shift back and forth sometimes. Or if you're trying to turn the camera as you're going through the door, it's like the camera kind of bounces all over the place. It's really what I think it doesn't work well in tight spaces, you know.
Yeah, so PUBG Mobile is fun. I mean, it's free, so go get it on your iPhone, Android. It's on those two big markets, right? Android and iPhone. I don't know about it. Is there any other app market out there?
Well, Windows 10 marketplace.
Oh, wow. It's not going to be on there. That's for sure. They never get anything. Those guys have...
I had Windows 10 phone for like 8 years, eight to 10 years.
Those guys never get the newest
strictly
apps.
Windows 10.
Yeah, but I thought I heard Brun talking on before he left TXL about how they're discontinuing probably some of the phones.
They discontinued the Windows 10 mobile line.
Yeah, so anyways, PubG Mobile, guys, it works. It's good. The attachment's attached to your gun automatically. You pick up the ammo automatically that you need from enemy crates, etc. As you're running through a house, you pick up the 5.56 if you need it, or the 7.62 or the 9mm. Also, the game just runs really good on phones. It does. So I played it on my phone. I got the highest setting. And it's kind of weird how I was like, I wonder what phones have the low settings. And I think that's the iPhone 6s that you can go back to and play on. So a few generations back. So, I think that's the lowest settings.
The iPad Pro, and it played on medium.
Really?
Settings.
On the iPad Pro?
I was surprised. I thought it would be high. But
Turn it up, though, Gunny.
I tried. I clicked on high, but it wouldn't.
It wouldn't do it. What?
I wonder if maybe it's because of a resolution or something.
Yeah. Do you have the newest iPad Pro, right? Because iPad Pro is pretty new. I would say. I would figure I would let it play on highest settings.
This one's probably it might be a year and a half old. So there is like a newer iPad Pro 2 or something.
Oh, okay. So it might be that.
But still, you could think it would run on that. It's
got
a pretty
great
powerful
resolution.
Tablet.
Yeah.
It runs on my Samsung Galaxy 2.
And it runs high or medium?
And I heard that in another podcast that some of the Samsungs are running on high. So
it runs on high, yeah.
It might be that the Samsungs just have a little bit better hardware in them or something. The RAM may be a little bit higher. But yeah.
iPad Pro? I don't know about that.
No, the iPad Pro, how much RAM does that have? Like 4 gigs, if that? Maybe 2.5 or 3?
I'd have to look at it.
I know that. I know that the iPhones and the Apple products, you tend to have lower RAM than the Samsung products because they don't need as much RAM. Apple optimizes their software to use less RAM or whatever. So they usually tend to have like lower RAM than a new phone. Like the new Galaxy S9s have like fucking 5 gigs of RAM or 6 gigs, and the iPhone 8 only has like 4. You know
how like some of the standards, especially with iOS devices where I had a storage space. I think I got like the 120 gigs or something. Because initially they always come with like, here's 5 gigs of space for you. But I would pay the extra money for extra storage space.
You pay $1 a month, you get like extra storage space in the cloud or whatever. But PubG Mobile, guys, did you guys enjoy it? Have you guys played much of it? I'm level 7 now. So what happened was for me, my stats from China carried over to Canada, carried over to the US. They're all connected.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, they're all connected.
Oh, wow.
All the stats are, because I had the same gear that I was wearing in China.
Well, yeah, because I find even like when I'm playing, I'm still going up against like you see the Chinese character name and stuff like that. I'm still like it's all one server.
I think it's all connected. Yeah,
it makes sense that it crosses over, I guess.
So like,
there's different. I noticed there's different servers, just like on the vanilla game on Xbox.
Change it.
Well, you could probably change it like where you want to play, what region, but. I mean, I was playing, and I had the same stuff that I had on the Chinese version of the game, and I even had like the login bonuses. It was like, thank you for logging in 4 days in a row. I was like, what? 4 days in a row? Like, I just downloaded the game today, and it was like, no, it's counting 4 days from playing the Chinese version to this one.
Oh, sweet. I got my sleeveless biker jacket, guys.
Ooh. Oh, man, look at that. But yeah, the game is fun, and I'm really liking it. I recommend it to anybody who likes PUBG to download it. I mean, I haven't got to play the Fortnite mobile version because I never signed up for the beta. I'm not really interested in the beta.
iOS.
You have a code? Or maybe you'll send me a code over, and we can. I could get that going on my phone. But I mean, I'm not really interested in the Fortnite. I don't like Fortnite as much as I like PUBG. And I know I'm definitely in the minority in that. More people like Fortnite than PUBG. Because it's free, because it's easier, because it's updated more often. But still, I like the grittiness of PUBG, the jankiness, something about it that just really gets me hooked into that game. So, yeah.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. As soon as I downloaded it, I jumped in, and I didn't know you had to be, once you reach silver status is when you're actually playing with human players.
Really?
Because I was at a party with Ryan.
I don't feel like that's that true because
I think not all of them apparently.
Maybe it might throw bots in if there's low, if there aren't people around your level to play with you.
Yeah.
But when I was playing, I felt like I was killing real people. Like
I jumped in and I got a bot who landed behind me. And the only reason I know this is because I was in that party with you and I'm like, I'm finding all kinds of loot and my gun's now got like a silencer on it. Cool.
Yeah.
And this bot kept shooting me in the back and I kept dodging him and running. And I'm like, he can't even fucking aim, so I'm going to keep going. And then I felt like he kept catching up to me. Like I couldn't.
Man, you should have turned around and killed him. What I do in that game...
Eventually I did.
Wait until someone shoots at me. I never shoot at anybody in that game. Someone shoots at me, as soon as I do, that gives away your position. I know exactly where you are. Boom, 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 you're dead. Like...
Yeah. I really liked it. I think I was really close to a chicken dinner the other day. I was doing pretty damn good, man. I had got like a level 3 backpack. I had a scar. I had killed 3 people that were trying to kill me in this field. I had one guy shooting at me from the front. One guy, and then I killed him. I go loot his scar and stuff. Then I turn around, I'm getting shot from the back. I shoot him, and then another guy comes in a car, he tries to run me over, I kill him, I jump in a motorcycle, I get across the bridge, the circle's closing in, I get across the bridge, and okay, now I'm camping on a rock. Okay. I hear sniper bullets going off. I'm like, oh fuck, someone sees me. I run, I shoot a guy across the map, I lay down on the ground, I shoot, there's like, okay, now we're in the final circle, there's 20 people left alive in the final circle. These motherfuckers is like, all you see is gunshots, fucking people are killing each other. I'm laying prone in the field. There's no rocks around me. There's just grass. And I'm trying to shoot these people with my scar across the field. I kill 4 of them, like across the field. Finally, it was just down to me and the last person. And he knew exactly where I was at because he just stood up, started shooting at me. I got up, I started unloading on him. And finally, he got a headshot on me or something because my health went down like all the way as soon as he hit me, and I was like dead. And I was like, oh, that was cool though. He had me that. I mean, we were down to like the last 2 best players I think in that match. Because dude, I killed like 12 people that game. I had a shitload of kills. I was just killing because in the last field, I was just shooting at everybody that I would see standing up in the trees, and they were just trying to snipe people in the field. So I would shoot at them first, and then I look at who they were shooting at. And those guys were usually fighting with somebody else, so I would snipe them from across the field. It was cool, man. It was cool.
I had a really weird situation in PUBG. I was driving in my car, and I'm driving along, and some guy shot at me, so I kind of looked back to see where he was shooting me from. I ended up driving into one of those concrete fucking ditches.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, shit, I get out. There's no way to get out of them.
Yeah,
you cannot get out of those concrete ditches. So I went into there was like a little, like, you know, like a tube that you could go down, but it didn't go anywhere. It stopped. There was a wall. I sat in there, and I just, every time I heard someone coming close to me, I'd peek my head out, wait until I could see them. Boom, dead. I got like 13 kills before the wall closed in on me. Wow. Like the wall was closing in, and I'm like, I'm stuck in here. I can't get out if the wall passes me. I'm screwed. But it kept going to my location, and I was like, I will laugh so hard if I'm in the middle of the circle with this fucking... But it eventually shifted away from me, and I died.
Oh,
but I had like 13 kills just sitting in that hole. Just people would walk by, and they'd stop, and they'd be like, they could hear me. I'd start, if I heard somebody coming, I would like start reloading my weapon or something to make noise so that they would go, where the fuck is he? Where the fuck is he? And then they would come around the corner. I'd just pop dead. There was so many boxes just laying around there because I couldn't get out to get them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So everybody kept coming over. Look at all this loot.
I think I got to like top 10, but the wall, and I couldn't get out.
Yeah,
once the wall passed me, I got back in the car and tried like smashing my way out, and it was just wasn't having it.
I'm really impressed on how well the game runs on phones and how they have the different settings for the graphics and all that. Like, I'm really impressed by that because it looks really good for a phone game. It looks really good, and it runs pretty much without any hindrances. It just runs, right? It works.
It ran fine. Like for me, when I first loaded in, it didn't all load in at once, but once I landed, like boom, everything loaded in really quickly.
Yeah, so it's really good.
I thought I was going to be I wouldn't see everything right away, but I was able to get right through the doors. I liked the controls a lot.
Yeah. And they did a really good job with those controls because they have a button for everything, right? They have one for crouching, one for prone, one for jumping, one for punching. They got one for punching on both sides of the phone. You got one on the right, one on the left. You can punch with both.
Well, it's punch or fire. And there's also if you go into the options, you can turn on a lean left and right, and they're just above your stick, and you can hit the lean button, and then you'll lean to one side. So if you want to like peek around corners and stuff like that, but you have to go into the options and turn that on.
I might have to try
I also
that.
like the other option that Ryan pointed out, and that was if you're moving forward, if you're moving forward, just go up higher with your left thumb and you'll actually go to run. You don't have to go press auto.
If you pull the button, if you pull the stick all the way forward, a little gold button will show up. If you go over top of that button and let go of it, it locks running. So you just keep running. You don't have to touch that stick at all. And then you can use your right hand to move the camera around as you're sprinting. And your left hand can be over that second button that you were talking about, the fire button. And you can fire from the other side, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's cool. I like
it's handy. Like when you're running, if you spot somebody, you can just kind of line them up and then keep running and boom, 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 kill them.
Yeah, I really like the way the 360 camera works because there's a little button for the 360 camera, so you can just rotate the camera around you while your guy's facing one direction. Yeah, that's really helpful for when you're running through a field and you're getting shot at to kind of pinpoint where you're getting shot at or shot from. I mean, but yeah, the game is good. So check it out, guys. iOS, Android. PubG Mobile. It's made by Tencent Games. Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like Tencent went to Bluehole and they were like, guys, you need to give us a right for the mobile game across the world. And they're like, what? Like, look, Fortnite's about to release their shit in a week. You guys need to give us a right to release this everywhere, especially the United States and North America. I'm like, okay, I guess.
Yeah.
And they just did it. Like, they just released it because that was quick as hell. They did it so fast. So I'm impressed.
Yeah, it was fun. Like a few matches, Jesus. I went with your strategy. I just stayed in like my car and just started running people over. It was so much fun.
On the phone,
you could run people over like crazy.
In the phone version is so cool to run people over because you could do it so easily. Oh my god!
I had a fucking crazy car story. I was having a pretty good match and I was like loaded up really good. I had a SCAR with a scope and fucking all the attachments and everything, and I'm like, yeah, sweet. And then I found a buggy, so I got into my buggy. I was driving around. I ran a couple of people over and whatnot. And all of a sudden, I heard this other buggy coming up from behind. He chased me around the entire circle. We just kept fucking going and going. And then eventually, I hit a bump, and I kind of did a tilt, and then I ran into a tree. And he actually drove up behind me, put his buggy on top of mine. Like when he stopped, he smashed into me. I couldn't go anywhere. And he got out and he fucking killed me. But it was like this crazy car chase for like 20 minutes.
I had a guy the circle was coming down. I think it was the last 20, and he's going for the buggy. And I just creamed in between the buggy. Yeah. Like as soon as he was going to get in the door, it was funny as hell. And then eventually I got out and was like, all right, where am I going to go? Freaking, I'm like in the middle now. So I kind of goofed on that one. I should have stayed on the outside of it. But hey, I made it to 7, and
good.
Like I was in the top 10 every match. It was fun.
Top 10.
Anyways,
that's enough PubG Mobile right there. Gunny, you wanted to talk about a certain simulator game. You said you needed to talk about.
I told you it was important that I played Farming Simulator 15, part of the Xbox.
Okay, guys, Gunny is supposed to have a real funny story here
about this. He said.
So we're going to find out how funny this story really is. Come on, Gunny.
It's not funny, guys. I've never played one of these games, and I just thought I'd jump in and check it out. And I have no green thumb. I had no idea what the hell I was doing. Basically, just tried out all the different vehicles and was like, the one thing I was trying to figure out was how to see the land or whatever. I was like, how the fuck do you do this? Like, oh, go play the tutorial. So I think I went and watched some YouTube and was teaching me, you got to sell this green tractor, and then you got to sell this thing over here to make money doing this thing.
Did they talk like that too? They had that accent?
I was playing my country music, just kind of going along. Yeah. But yeah, like I ended up plowing a field and was just like, I think I fell asleep. Like
You
just
fell
about
asleep
the
at the wheel? What kind of farmer are you?
But I noticed you could hire a worker too, or whatever.
Really? So you can hire people to do your thing?
Yeah, and I thought, why the hell would you want to hire somebody? This game needs
That's
co-op.
like real life. It's a simulation game. It's like real farming. You hire people to work for you.
It's like you got to plow the whole field if you don't want to hire a worker.
Yeah.
But I'm sitting there after I plowed the field, whatever, put the seed down. I'm like, when does this shit grow? like, and it gives you
3 weeks
time.
later.
It doesn't fucking grow in like 2 minutes, Gunny. You put a fucking seed in the ground. You got to water it. You got to take care of it. You got to make sure you're treating it right.
But it's funny because it doesn't have like a day and night cycle. So I'm like, all right, well, if the sun never goes down.
How does a fucking farming game not have a day and night
Yeah, that makes
cycle?
no sense.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the 2000.
Are you sure you didn't have it like on super like real life mode where like the time is like real time, and you were just like stuck on real time?
Yeah, I played it on normal. Then I went back to easy, just to see like the differences.
Oh
between...
wait, whoa!
Let's talk about
What
this.
now? You put
I put it
down
on
to baby mode.
He went
Put
to
it on
baby
baby mode,
mode.
Gunny.
He won't play Wolfenstein 2 in baby mode, but he'll play Farming Simulator in baby mode.
Money for your tractors.
Gunny, you now have to play Wolfenstein.
In baby mode.
Have to. In baby mode. It has to happen.
So now I'm going from driving tractors to shooting Nazis.
Yeah, America. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, but that's part of
This is your damn Farming Simulator story? God, I'm falling asleep over here. All right, Ryan, what's your game, man? I know you got some of the games we have here. Let's talk about them.
Well, I played Tesla versus Lovecraft.
Tell me about this game.
This game's actually kind of cool. It's not a very expensive game. I can't remember. Was it 15 or 20 bucks? I think it's 20 for me, so it'd be like 15 for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyways, it's basically a cool top-down shooter. You get dropped in. You're wait a minute. You're Lovecraft. No, you're Tesla, and Lovecraft is releasing these monsters into the world or something. Like the story is very weird and kind of vague. And I was like, what the heck is going on here? But basically, you get dropped into this area, and you have to kill all the monsters and pick up a bunch of power-ups, so you get new guns and
so it's top-down
stuff, new powers.
It's a twin-stick shooter.
Yeah, it's a twin-stick shooter. Yeah.
So
top-down, sort of.
this is made by 10 Games, right? So
Yes.
So I know those guys made that one game that I play on the Switch all the time where you fight the monsters. It sounds a lot like it. Where like you're Crimson Land, where you're like top down.
Yes.
You have like machine guns and you just spinning in circles, killing all the zombies. There's blood everywhere, and you get power ups and guns and.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
and
you get like these explosions that blow shit up.
It's a good
and,
game.
Like you end up leveling your guy up, but I think you lose all your shit if you die.
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
have to start.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
start all.
it's-
It's like a rogue, almost like roguelike thing where you have to start over.
You start at the beginning of the same level, but you lose all your power ups,
Yeah.
and then you have to gather your power ups again.
And then every level you go through, you get new perks, right? Like faster power ups, faster this.
Yeah. It's like you push Y, and it's like, hey, you could pick from these two perks.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, like more health.
That's
or
exactly
40% more.
That's
ammo.
exactly like Crimson Land without Tesla, without Lovecraft monsters.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds just like it, but in the other one,
There's a million games like
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean? There really
I,
is. But it's pretty fun.
I actually played Crimson Land and Tesla versus Lovecraft.
which
this
one's
week.
a little bit better?
Well, so yeah, Tesla versus Lovecraft is obviously the newest version.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I did fire up Crimson Land, I didn't know it was from the same developer.
Yeah, they're from the same people.
Yeah, and I actually liked them both. They're actually both very good.
Yeah. So shout out to
Yeah.
10 Games. Check out their games, man. They got lots of games. They're probably, I think when they emailed us the review codes, Jacko, he like told us that I I think they're like the largest publisher on the Switch with the most games. They have the most games on the Switch than anybody else.
A ton of shit.
So
they literally have 10 ton of games.
Yeah, they have a 10-ton game on fucking Switch. Like they have so many, dude. They have. Yeah, if you go on there, I don't know if you could search the publisher, but you see a lot of the indie games on there are 10-ton games, and they're not bad games. I mean, obviously some are a little bit not as polished as the other ones, but they're all generally pretty good pick up and play, and they work really well for the Switch.
Yeah, what I liked about Tesla was how it like I played through the first chapter, and that goes pretty quick. Like in 30 minutes, I was done with. Like how many levels is it? Like 6 levels or something like that. And I noticed there's a timer, so you can actually go up against your own time. Or I didn't see any options
can go back and change the difficulty and the and like replay the levels and stuff like that, and try and beat your times and try and get more power ups and whatnot.
Because I think some of them actually had where you might start off at a level and they're coming out of like the ground. Like the enemies are coming out of the ground, and then eventually after like 1 minute, and then it'll be like this thing will pop up where the enemies come out, or then you can actually go over there and destroy that sinkhole or whatever.
Yeah,
it's like this little machine, and you have to blow it up to finish.
It's like level. The nest or whatever of the things.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
But there's other nests that are popping up all over the place, so you have to constantly be on
everywhere. Dude. Like literally, like everywhere.
And those games
all
are
of a sudden
fun.
you think you're safe, and then fucking they're coming from all sides, and you're like,
You're trying to run to the corner of the screen.
Yeah. One of the perks you pick up early on is a teleport. So that'll teleport you like a short distance, and you can do 3 in a quick succession.
Huh.
And that's pretty cool. Like, because you really need to get out of a fight. You got to go quick.
What platforms did you guys play this on? I know it's out for the Switch. I know it's out for the PS4, and I think it's out for the Xbox One and Steam. It's on everything, right?
Yeah. I played it on initially. I believe it came out on Steam, and
on the Xbox, Ryan, how are the achievements set up? Are they easy to get? Are they kind of difficult? Is it like kill 1 million monsters or something? Like,
to be honest, I didn't even look at them. I know I popped a couple.
Okay.
So
along the way, but
you figure
I didn't really look at them.
Like in 30 minutes, I popped about 400 achievement points. Literally, like real quick.
Okay, so it must
be
like
I got like one for 100. And
so I wonder if it's based on chapters or if it's based on like kills and perks and things you do like that. You know what I mean? It's like don't die with like 10,000 enemies on the screen or something. I don't know.
Yeah, there's different ones like there. I was popping them left and right.
Okay.
So any achievement hunters out there, man, you can get some really quick achievement points in this game in probably an hour and a half.
Awesome.
But yeah, that game was fun because the way you just keep moving and then you're picking up like these different things that will get you to a mech, and so you can have a mech like every 5, less than 3 minutes. Like your mech's ready, and basically you hold down the A button, and then you're just like full auto in a mech suit, just unloading on these enemies.
What? Never got to do that shit.
Really? Yeah, it's early on in that first chapter. So I think
I'm like 8. I'm on like the 8th or 9th.
Keep watching the top of your screen. You'll see that it'll prompt you to press the A button, but you got to pick up the. It'll show like the tools, screen that'll pop up around the world, and it'll give you a directional arrow. You know how it's telling you to go to different areas, like, hey, here.
Oh, wait a minute! I think I just got the last piece of that mech. You have to collect the pieces, right?
Well, yeah, it'll say like that you collected it, but I'm talking about in each level, you have to collect. I think it's 4 of them, and once you get to 4, okay, then you get the mech, and it lasts about maybe 10 seconds, and then the process starts over again. You're still in the level. They'll say, okay, go get 4 more. So you're going around. At the same time, you're getting health, you're getting a shotgun or a pistol or AK-47, whatever that auto machine gun is. It's just craziness.
Yeah. It's pretty cool, though, guys. Like, if you're looking for a top-down shooter or like just something to waste a few minutes in every once in a while, then, yeah, this is a pretty cool game. You should check it out.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of Shinna.
Real quick, on Tesla versus Lovecraft. So Jacko, when he sent us the email for the codes, right? He said that on the Switch, they're selling more games on the Switch than any other platform that they're putting their games on. They say the Switch has been like the best hit for them. So check it out. Like these games are definitely geared, I think, towards the Switch because they're so easy to just pick up, play, put down, pick up, play, put down, and they're great for commutes. So check it out, guys. Check it out.
Yeah, perfect for that platform.
Okay, let's get into another game that I played this week, guys. I want to talk about real quick. So the Darwin Project. The Darwin Project came out, I want to say last week, the week before, on the Xbox One preview program, as well as Steam Greenlight, right? Or something like that. Or is it on Steam Greenlight or Windows 10?
I didn't see it on there.
It might be an Xbox exclusive, actually, I think, because I think it's only on Windows and Xbox One. Anyways, this game is made by Scavenger Studio, and these guys are making a game that's pretty much the Hunger Games, guys. The Hunger Games, the game. I played this game the other day. I got a review code, thanks to them. So I got into the game. There's 10 people in a match. And the graphics are a lot like Fortnite. Not exactly copying Fortnite, but they're cartoony, right? Like it's not like realistic looking art style. It's cartoony.
I noticed the character has that same art style.
Yeah, they're cartoony. So basically, the premise of the game is you are all prisoners. You are all inmates at a prison, and they're gonna put 10 of you in an arena with different zones. So like the arena has like maybe, I think it's like 6 zones or 7 zones. And they're going to put 10 of you into the match. And there's one game director that controls the match. And that's an actual player. It's not, so when the match starts, you have a crossbow and like either an axe or a shovel. You can switch between the axe and the shovel. I'm pretty sure you can probably have more than that when the game actually comes, more features come to it. I'm pretty sure they're going to add way more content to that because I could definitely see them adding outfits and whatnot. Anyways, you start in the match and you got to survive. And so you have 3 different things you got to survive from. You got to survive from the game director. Hope he doesn't kill you. You got to survive from the cold and from the other players. You got to be the last one alive. There's no 2 people can win the match. There's no teams. It's 1 versus 9 pretty much, or 1 versus 10 if you count the game director and he doesn't like you.
Yeah.
So I was playing the match. My first match, I died like almost right away. So I got in there. There's certain trees you can knock down for wood. And there's certain pieces of furniture and items around the world because there's buildings and stuff in the world. You're kind of in a forest area, but there's like, think of it like a campground. There's like bridges and there's like log cabins around and weird things like that. So you can run into these cabins. You can dive through the windows, which is pretty cool. I thought that was really neat animation. You're running towards a window. You don't need to like climb into the window. You just fucking press A and the guy dives through the windows, So you're
like Matrix style.
Yeah, if you're running from somebody, you can just be diving through windows and diving and running and running. Anyways, I dove through a window. I broke down like this little chair. It looked like a lazy boy that was all beat up. I press X. It's really easy to like loot the stuff. You press X and a little circle goes around the X button, and it loots and it'll say like you have +1 leather, +1 wood. And you can craft different things with this. You can craft either like a trap. There's different traps you can craft: a bear trap, a zapper trap. You can craft faster boots. Like these boots will make you move faster if you craft them. But to craft the boots, you need like a leather and wood, like maybe 2 leather, or you need a leather and a wood. Or you can craft a fur coat, and the fur coat will keep you out in the elements a little bit longer because you are fighting the cold, and the cold will kill you. If you do not stay warm, the cold kills you. So
you have to be careful because you can use those crafting items to also craft a fire.
Yes.
Which will keep you warm.
But
right? Like
the fire,
and then you walk up to the fire and it warms you up and then you can go back out again. And then you come back once you get cold again.
The fire is visible from a mile away. That thing is visible from across the map. You see the smoke, you see the flames.
You kind of have to hide it.
Yeah, so it's really tough. And sometimes inside the cabins, when you run into certain cabins, you're able to see a map of the world. So you can look at the map. You can look at the map and you can see what zone you're in. So like each zone is like a hexagon type thing, and it'll show you like you're in the bottom right zone, and it says like Jesus Walks Lot is in this zone, and then it shows me exactly where all the other players are, where they all are.
Really?
Yeah, it shows you. So like if you see someone near you or like someone that's heading your direction, you're like, whoa, is that person being helped by the game director? Is he telling them where to go? Or is he tracking me? Because you can be tracked. So like, let's say I break down a chair, right? I broke down a lazy boy in this cabin and I took off and I left. If another person comes along and he sees that broken down chair, he can go up to the chair, press X, and hit, and it's like, does this thing called tracking, where it kind of gives him a hint to where I'm at. It'll say like, it'll kind of like highlight me for a quick second. And it'll be like, Jesus is over here in this side, and he can now track me and head that way and see if he can catch up to me. And then sometimes when you're the player being tracked, it'll tell you you're now being tracked.
Someone's tracking you.
Yeah, so like
that's
you gotta.
Cool. I didn't know that. I didn't know that side of the game. That's really neat.
Yeah, so there's that, and also when you're near somebody, like if I'm running through like this area where there's a bunch of trees or whatever. Sometimes if somebody's making noise or they're breaking things down or they're building something, they'll make noise. So like you'll see like a red little circle flash, like a little sound thing flash. No, it flashes on your screen.
On your screen.
So it'll say like, so you kind of, okay, you sit there and you're like, okay, somebody's over there. But if I'm headed towards them, they might be able to see the red flash coming at them. You know, like they might be able to see me making noise coming at them. So it's really an intense game because, you know, there's moments when and then there's like these parts called electronic parts. And only the game director can drop electronic parts, and electronic parts can craft the really high level stuff that you really need to win the game. So like it'll like all of a sudden you'll be playing the game and it'll say, the game director dropped electronic parts in sector blah blah blah, and like it'll flash for everybody in the game. It'll be like a big light beacon, think of it like a box in like Call of Duty Zombies or something. It's like a big light beacon going up to the sky. It's like and it'll have like a timer, like in 10 seconds, an electronic part will be available here. So like it kind of gets everybody to go over there, right? So one of the matches I was playing, we all ran towards the middle to try to get this electronic part. I get there, dude. There's like 4 dudes shooting each other with the crossbows, and there's like a dude hitting everybody with the shovel. I get in there and I start killing people, and this, you know, it's like, the game director is closing this sector in 1 minute. So like he got us all to go to the circle, and then he closed the sector. So if you're in the sector when it's closed, you're trapped in there. You're trapped. You're going to die because you're fucking trapped in this thing and you can't get out. So I think he was trying to get us all to go to the middle and just be trapped in there and fight. So it got pretty crazy, and I ended up dying. Like this dude was a real good player, and obviously I knew he was a real good player because in every match that I was playing, everybody had mics. This community of players that I was playing with, they all had mics, and they all knew each other. They all knew each other. Like, hey, what's up, dude? Hey, man, nice match a few matches ago. I think I killed you. I'm sorry, dude. Like, oh, no, man. I'm going to kill you next time. You know, and they were just talking. and like one of the matches that I got in, there was these 2 guys that got in there. And, like, everybody's like, oh, man, he's in here. And then, like, the other guy showed up. He's like, oh, fuck, he's in here, too. Well, guys, we're not going to win this one. Those guys are going to win it. You know, like, they were just, like, everybody was, like, so disappointed that these 2 players came into the match because apparently they're, like, the best players of the game or something like that. Oh, boy. So everybody was, like, so disappointed. And, like, they're, like, everybody was telling, like, because the game director can be in the chat, too. He can be in, like, the lobby when it's loading in. And they were, like, everybody was, like, hey, game director, don't favor those guys. Make sure that you don't give them stuff, you know, or make sure that you don't help them out. And he's like, well, I can't promise anything, but they might just win. And sure enough, I think he was helping them because it was really cool in that match. I was looting a cabin, and next thing you know, because when the game director is above you and he's showing you to the match, it'll say you are now being broadcasted live. And so like I'm, you know, so like all of a sudden I was in this cabin doing stuff, doing my own thing, and all I see is this thing pop up on my screen that says you are now being broadcasted live. Entertain the people, it says, or some shit like that. And I was like, what? Entertain the people? And then it's like, then the game director's like, and here we have another contestant. Will he survive? And I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, what do you mean will I survive? Because I was in the game chat. I was like, what do you mean am I going to survive? He's like, well, I don't know. will you survive this encounter? And next thing you know, one of the good players came into my cabin. He started shooting at me with the crossbows. Oh, look at that hit! Look at that hit! Jesus is not doing very well right now. He's getting killed. I was like, dude, you're not helping right now, man. and then the dude ended up killing me, and the game director was like, "Oh, better luck next time, contestant." And like, and then when you're dead, you can watch the broadcast of the. You can either sit there and watch what the spectator's showing, or like what the game director's showing to people, or you can browse through the different players and watch the end of the match, and the rest of it play out. It's really interesting. It's really funny though when the game directors are into the game like this guy was, and he's in there making comments about you getting killed. Oh man, that had me laughing. I was like, these guys. I was getting mad though. I was like, oh, this is hard.
I think I missed out when I was playing this game because I was in a party with Gunny.
Oh no, you have to be in game chat.
Yeah, I guess you got to be in game chat, eh? Like that would have been awesome if that was my experience, but I didn't experience that at all. I just experienced like I was running around and I didn't know what the hell to do.
Yeah, and then one of the matches. Another one of the matches, real quick. I was playing, and the game director, like as soon as the match started, he came over to me. He's like, "You're being broadcasted live." He's like, "Hey, you have a mic?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You want to kill somebody that I don't like?" I was like, "Sure." He's like, "All right." He's like, "I'm gonna boost your health, and you're gonna run to the left. Go." And I was like, "Okay." And I was like, I don't know. I was like, "Should I trust this guy? Is he setting me up? Because he knows that I'm a new player or something. What's going on, you know?"
Right.
And no, man. Sure enough, I got to kill somebody because the game director gave me directions to where to go.
Oh, nice.
So
who can be game director? Does it?
I wonder if that's why I was
Can you
getting
not do
killed
that
all
with a
the
friend?
time.
Because that would be a little one-sided. It would not
game
balance
directors.
right.
Anyone could be a game director as long as you play 5 matches. You're able to unlock game director mode, which will let you go into the match to be a game director. Unfortunately, when I was playing, I got into the 5 matches done, you know, and I went to game director mode, and it said the wait time was 7 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And then it said the wait time was 9 minutes.
So that's good. I mean, at least you can't be game director and have a friend as a player.
And then it never loaded me into the match, so I was never a game director. But I think it would be super fun because as game director, you get a rating. Like at the end of as soon as the players start dying in the match, it'll say rate your game director, and you can give it like 1 to 5 stars. And if you have a 2.5 star or lower rating, you cannot do anything as game director that directly affects the players. You cannot heal them. You cannot drop traps against them. You cannot nuke them. Because you can drop nukes in certain sectors of the zone where like all of a sudden it'll say like, dropping a nuke in this sector. Please run away.
And you got to get the fuck out of that sector before it
it's
drops.
all going to blow up. So
I was like right next to a sector that got nuked. I was like just getting out and it went boom. And I'm like, holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kept running.
So the director can be your best friend or your worst.
It could
nightmare.
Definitely, yeah. And
doesn't this have mixer integration as well?
It does, yeah. So I think what happens with the mixer integration, I think the players or the viewers that are watching mixer can vote who they like, who they don't like, what they want the director to do next, and yeah. So
we should.
It sounds so.
I don't know.
It's so cool.
You know what? Like my experience that I played like 2 matches, and I was like, this is like a kind of crappy Fortnite. But I think I need to experience it like actually in game chat.
You definitely do, man.
Go through that. Yeah. I think it would be so much fun if we all, like a bunch of us in the community, got together and did this.
It would be it's so hilarious. Cool because the game directors are like the people that control it, and we
gotta get Alan maybe in there.
Oh
Alan
as game director. Oh yeah, you're gonna kill me every time. as what I really liked about this game. Even though I know that there's probably not a lot of people playing because everybody that I was with in every match kind of knew each other, so it led me to believe that these guys are constantly playing the game. They know each other, right? They know who they are because they know each other's skills because they're like they're talking about matches that happened a day ago. They're like, yeah, dude, you remember the match we had last night? I'm sorry I shot you in the head, dude. I'm sorry. but I had to do it. And they're just like, everybody's just talking and like, they all have mics. It's so fucking cool. I thought that was the coolest thing about the game, that how everybody's just into it. They have the mics, they're in there talking, the director's talking to people. And even as director, it tells you need to be entertaining to the broadcasting viewers. You got to be entertaining to to the players in the match and the people watching the match. You got to be entertaining them. So as director, it's a good choice to be in there with like, hey people, welcome to the fucking whatever Hunger Games or something.
I so want to be a game director. I so want to play this as a game director. I gotta check it
today
out.
This person will be dying. You know what I mean? Like, it's so cool to be in there. And yeah, man, that game is super interesting in the way they did it. It's totally a game that I could see becoming eventually an esport almost, or a huge like mixer streaming game.
Yeah.
Crazy
now,
fun.
It's like the trailer.
It's like Smash TV meets Fortnite.
Yeah, it literally is.
There you go. Now, Jesus, the trailer that I saw last week was where you become a chair or broom or something, or you could disguise yourself. Is that part of this game?
I think you can craft different. You can craft camo, and I think the only way you can craft camo is with electronic parts or something like that. Because I couldn't craft a lot of things because you need a lot of resources, and it's hard to find them.
The crafting shit. The last match I was in, I figured out how to build a fire, and I think I was in there was 5 of us left, and I walked into this house. And some guy caught me in his trap and then jumped down from the roof and fucking killed me. And I was like, oh, shit.
I was just
starting to figure this out. You know what I mean? And
Seasoned player,
Yeah. So, the camo, because I know I read somewhere like in the loading screen where it said like craft camo to hide from your enemies in plain sight. And I think you need electronic parts for that. What I thought was really interesting about the crafting part, right? And you can pull up the crafting wheel with LB and craft whatever you have, right? But you can also, right before the match starts, it'll tell you customize your crafting wheel. So you can go into your crafting wheel and change the type of things you can craft. You can craft an exploding arrow, a fire arrow, an electric arrow.
I saw people shooting fire arrows.
Yeah, you can craft. You can craft like better. Like instead of having the snowball, you can craft something else instead of the snowball or whatever. You know what I mean?
So your resources that you collect, they stay with you?
No, they reset. But it kind of like. Maybe
craft.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Never
Once you learn the game, you can learn how to craft the different things, right? And you're like, okay, I know I need so many things for this fire arrow.
Change wheel before you go into
before you go into the match, you can change your wheel. And also, I think when you're changing the wheel, you can also set hotkeys to your D-pad, so you can press like down and X on the D-pad, and it'll craft shoes right away for you. Or right on the D-pad, it'll craft a snowball. Left on the D-pad, it'll craft something else. The game is super cool. Yeah. The game is really cool though, man. I really am liking it more than I thought I would have. When I first saw this game last year at E3, I wasn't really sure about it because I was like, this is like a streaming game. But when you're in there and the game director is really being entertaining and helping you out, or either trying to kill you and nuking your zone and all this crazy stuff is happening, it is really fucking cool. It feels like the Hunger Games. That's what it feels like. The Hunger Games. Like you're in the Hunger Games, motherfucker, and you got to survive. So play it, guys. Yeah. Check it out.
I think if enough people are going to play it, I think we should do something with this. We should set up a community stream or some shit. I think it would be a blast. I really
so much fun. Yeah. I wonder how much it. I didn't even know how much it was.
It was that much.
$20, $30, $40.
It's like $30 maybe.
I can't. I don't see it being. I don't see it being full 60 right now because this game preview, they're usually a little bit cheaper than full price. But yeah, and on the menu it says that they're gonna add duos soon, so it'll be two player teams going into the match and fighting to the death. That's super.
It's cool. $18.99.
Wow, that's so cheap. Get it, guys. Get it.
That's for me. That's Canadian dollars, so it's probably $15.
$15 in the US.
That's cheap.
That is super cheap for this game. You need to check it out, guys. And play it.
And I believe it's a game preview on the Xbox One.
It is game preview. Yeah. So, I mean, maybe it's $18 now, but when it releases, it becomes a $30 game. Yeah. So if you get in now, it might be a good time, right?
That's a good price.
That does seem pretty cheap for what the game is.
Yeah, and it's fun. I really, like I said, I enjoyed it a lot. And the only
You know what?
thing I want to do is play game.
I'm actually going to buy it. I'm going to buy it.
Oh, there you go. Awesome. We got a sale. Woohoo! My review worked. The game is fun.
I'm already thinking of the different possibilities with us going in and playing with a random director. I think that would be cool.
Yeah, random director.
Like he doesn't know us, but we all know each other, and he knows that.
He doesn't like
who does
that.
he favor? That would be cool. Who does he help? Who does he
It's
hurt?
so fun, man.
He or she.
But it does tell you. It does tell you as the rules as director, like to not favor certain players and to not team up with players. And I kind of broke those rules when the guy teamed up with me to kill the other guy. But hey, man, you're a director. You could do whatever the hell you want. It's your show, pretty much, when you're the director.
Right. Yeah.
Fun times.
Does it also encourage you as a director to stream it?
Yes, it probably does. Yeah, I would suggest streaming it as a director because that's probably the fun part of the game, having people watch the match and you entertaining the people watching.
Got it. Yeah.
I could see like a lot of big streamers streaming this game as directors and really bringing lots of viewers to certain matches. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Fun times. Fun times. Anyways, that's the Darwin Project, guys. Check it out.
Yes.
Why don't you talk about Fortnite Mobile?
Oh, yeah.
Play
So
it?
I did. I played 2 matches. I jumped in, and just initially, I'm not a big Fortnite Battle Royale player. I do like the vanilla game. I didn't care much for the controls. I love watching this game on Twitch and Mixer and everywhere else, but playing it, I'm not a fan on the Xbox One, and yeah, it's not for me even on mobile. It looks fine. I didn't understand. It's that crafting thing.
On mobile, how does the crafting work? Do you tap, like, I want to build a wall, tap the wall real quick, or what do you do there?
So I don't know, because when I jumped in, and if you go to the crafting section, like if you press the button, it automatically just starts crafting walls. And I'm like, fuck, how do I stop it from just auto crafting? There's got to be a way. And initially, I couldn't even, like, once you do pick up the weapons, that part's obvious. But then you'll come up to like an ammo canister. I'm like, where the hell's the button to actually open the ammo canister to collect it? I couldn't find that. So I'm like, this game needs a stinking tutorial or something for me. But I mean, I did figure out how to change, like, from the wall to the steps to that part of it. But it was auto doing everything for me. So, like, there was a guy chasing me.
It was set to auto build, and then you're just supposed to hit whatever things that you want, and it'll build it, and then you turn it off.
Yeah,
I wonder if maybe if you go into options, you could.
Because I know on the Xbox, dude, people like a manual build stuff so fast.
Oh, dude, yeah, it's just like.
Next thing you know, they're up in the sky.
In front of you, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's the reason I'm not that good at that game, because I cannot get the building down, dude. These guys are like building walls and walls and walls, like in a circle, and they just keep building it.
You gotta remember, Jesus, like on PC, you can just set builds. Like you can set one wall to be number 1, one wall to be number 2, one wall to be number 3. So people will just be like tick 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 tick. They just know what order of the numbers they need to push in order to build something.
Yeah.
And then they just have to look in the right spot. Boom, boom, boom,
but
boom,
even
boom, boom,
even
boom,
watching like Tara, she plays on the Xbox, and I watch her stream sometimes, and she builds shit so quick. It's like,
fast.
What the fuck are they doing? Like, they're master carpenters. They're just fucking
right. They already got a like sweet little tower already built. But man, like as soon as I started in, like somebody's already on my ass, just trying to gun me down, and I built a wall so I couldn't go any further. I'm like, fuck.
You built a wall to block yourself in.
Trap for myself.
Oh no.
You're not supposed to do that, Gunny.
Gunny traps himself in a fucking house with a murderer.
Yeah,
like, I'm like, oh no, I'm scared. Oh wow, he's here with me. No!
I think the only reason I made this thing was to like the last 20 or whatever in at least one match where I died early soon was just because, you know, like, I'm going to try and outrun people, and people were just bad fucking at aiming. Like I had this guy who explodes, and he's like, I'm like, dude, you're such a bad aim, you know, like you can't even kill me with a rocket launcher, you know? So,
yeah.
But yeah, I literally played like 4 rounds. I was like, okay, I'm done with this, you know. But it looks fine. Everything I think that game even looked even better than like PubG, probably because it is that cartoony style.
Yeah,
on the
that
iPad.
style really helps that game just be on everything, I think, because it's so
Yeah.
easy to do.
Yeah, I noticed like things like they had like, versus console where, you've got all these details, but like in mobile, it seems more like they're like the surfaces are all painted, right? They're all smooth, but it looks fine. It looks okay. Like
Yeah, I know they have a new
it's like
mode.
Fortnite.
They have a new mode on the Xbox One. Fortnite does. I think it's called Blitz mode, where it's much faster. It's a faster paced game, pretty much.
Yeah, I played that on mobile.
How's that? Is it hard? Sounds hard.
Yeah, because I think that's where I screwed up, right? I played single player Blitz, and I was like, "Oh,
fuck.
what's Blitz?" I didn't even know what it was till you mentioned it, and yeah, like I was dead within like a few minutes because I think the map's smaller.
Oh, yeah. It says here that
The circles, yeah, it's smaller where it
yeah,
drops you
and
off.
apparently it closes in much faster than the regular circle. So okay. That's Fortnite
Yeah.
Mobile, guys. Fortnite Mobile. Are the controls as good as the PUBG controls on the mobile version?
So, like I said, everything is fine with controls, but again, it's just me. I have
It's
to go
just
in
you
and
as
try
a
and
learning
figure out
curve. Yeah.
what's the action button and how the hell do I build?
Yeah, you just gotta learn the game, right? That's okay.
Yeah. But I do want to mention, like when you're playing on PC, Xbox, PS4, there is no separate button for each way their wall and stairs are. What you see, Jesus, guys, is what you see is they're pressing the button really fast. So 1, 2, 3, 4, you're going to get to that other like shape of whatever it is you're building. So that's what I've learned, that they don't have like hotkeys.
What I was saying before was they set hotkeys. Like they'll set key 1 to be a wall, key 2 to be a fucking a set of stairs, key 3 to be,
On PC.
whatever else, a roof or whatever. And then they could just hotkey it. They could just be like, I know I have to hit 1, 2, 4, 3, and I make a fucking specific thing.
You're talking about on
And then they
PC or
just
mobile?
That's on
3, 4,
PC.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah,
and then you
Ryan-
just keep building.
Ryan's talking about PC, Gunny. He's not talking about
Okay,
Xbox.
so
Xbox
even when I
players.
see, this is what I was told from PC. I haven't seen it on paper or anything. That there is hotkeys and everybody else says no, there's not. So we'll see. I'll check into it.
You can make your own hotkeys in any game you want.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll research it.
we'll see. Well, what's the next game there, Ryan? You have any other games? I have one more game besides.
Are we going to talk? Are we going to do the big game now, or are we going to?
I want to talk real quick about a little game that came out last year that had a big controversy behind it. Star Wars Battlefront 2. I played that this week.
Hang on a second here. I believe I asked you if you wanted to play Star Wars Battlefront 2 a little while ago. And you're like, no, I don't want to play that stupid game.
No.
Exactly.
So
I bought this fucking game. I bought this game, Jesus. And guess who I bought this game to play with?
Who?
Oh, Jesus himself.
Oh, man.
Guess who I've never played? I think maybe we played one game, maybe two. Star Wars Battlefront 2. Guess who? Take a wild guess.
We'll have to get together sometime. I only play with good players, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, so me and Brink actually.
Of course.
Me and Brink actually got together on Thursday night, or yesterday actually, Friday during the morning, and we got into some Star Wars Battlefront. So the new update came out that changes the progression system of the game to be now based off of skill points. Experience points, I guess is what you call them, XP. So they now have levels for the cards that you can unlock. So like certain cards will be level 25 cards, level 10 cards, level 15 cards. And you unlock those cards as you reach that rank with that class or with that soldier or with that character, that special like hero or whatever. So like you want to unlock the Darth Vader or choke throat thing or whatever. Like that's a level 20 card. You got to be level 20 with Darth Vader to unlock that card. So it's based on how much you play the game. Not on loot boxes anymore. You do not get any loot boxes in the game anymore. It's all based on just experience, man. So, and then I had a bunch of crates. I got into the game. I had like 9 crates to open or something like that. So, with the crates, they only gave me credits and emotes now, which is that's all they give you now. It's credits and emotes. So I wonder how well that's gonna work for them in the future. Because I mean, how many emotes are they gonna have in the game for the different characters? There's not that many
What
now.
about cosmetic stuff? Was that also part of?
I think
the crates?
they announced during the patch, or when they announced this patch and they were going to do this big revamping of the system, they did announce that they're going to have cosmetics in the game. And I wonder what that means. I mean, are we going to get like maybe different versions of the heroes? You know what I mean? Like,
Or different weapon skins and
I don't know if
things
they
like
could get
that.
away with that. I know Star Wars is they're very picky about it being Star Wars, right?
yes.
Yeah, so like they don't
Right, you
want
can't have
like
a white Darth Vader.
yeah, you can have like a blue Darth Vader or whatever. You know what I mean? Like you gotta have like you have them look like they look in the movies. But I wonder if they're gonna have like maybe a Han Solo that's like an old Han Solo, a young Han Solo, and like a different kind of Han Solo from a different movie. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna have different.
Isn't there that choice? I thought there was like a young and old.
There could be.
I could be wrong. I only played it. I didn't play it that much.
Like, there could be that. I mean, so I'm thinking that's
but-
gonna be the cosmetic type things that they add to the game. Just the different types of skins for the heroes during different parts of the movies, or like even like in the game Iden Versio, the girl that you play as, you know, maybe have her in the outfit as the Imperial soldier, and then have her in the outfit as a rebel soldier. You know what I mean? Just have her wear the different outfits.
So do you feel with the damage control they've done since the whole loot box debacle, do you feel like this is a good first step? You know, how this is unfolding now with this game. Is it too late or what?
In a way, I feel like it might be too late. They should have done this within a month of the game launching, if that. You know what I mean? Like that would have been a good window to fix this the way they did. And
Because it sounds like they had no contingency plan, right?
Yeah,
they just
so
thought, it's all going to work out.
Yeah, they just thought it was going to work, and it didn't work for them, and they probably regret that. I mean, I wonder. That kind of goes to show how ingrained the system they had was made, right? Like that, buying the loot boxes to upgrade things. It goes to show how they designed the game entirely around that. If it took them this long to be able to push out the update to just switch it to XP. You know what I mean? Because if it wouldn't have been so ingrained in the system, I feel like in a month after the game released and they've seen all the returns and all the declining sales, not enough sales, the game didn't even sell like 10 million copies or some shit like that. I don't even think it sold as much as the last Battlefront did. And if they would have done that within a month, it would have shown that like maybe this wasn't the way they designed the game and they could have just easily changed it. But no, I think just because the way they designed the game, they took so long to do it.
You know, and maybe they should have stuck with the with the Battlefield 2 model, where, you know, unlock all these different weapons, or, you know, they should have went that route possibly.
Yeah, you know, just because you do have different types of weapons in the game. You know, they have the different blasters or whatever. So yeah, I agree. They should have done something like that. I mean, I don't get it. They really screwed up that launch, and I'm kind of thinking that there won't be another Battlefront game for a while, at least.
Yeah, because I like the fact that I like these what I would consider smaller maps, and you're jumping around as Star Wars characters and shooting each other.
The game is really pretty, man. That's the shame of the game. The shame of it is that playing it yesterday with Brink, we were sitting there, dude, and we were just looking at the world. It looks so good. It looks realistic. It looks like a movie. It looks like Star Wars. You know, they captured everything about it. The sound effects, the way the characters run, everything, the way everything looks. It looks just like a Star Wars movie. But the fact that they had this controversy hanging over their head really screwed up the sales, and there's not that many people playing it, you know, as much as they would hope so, I think, playing the game. It sucks. But hey.
Yeah, the gamers, you know, voice was heard, so
yeah,
it's good.
I agree with that, man.
It's good.
It was, yeah, I don't know, and I think right now it's too little, too late. They might need to drop it into the EA vault to get those people to play, you know, and do that, and yeah,
sooner than later.
Yeah, definitely, because I just don't see it happening. You know, I just don't see it happening. The game is dead. But it's fun.
And I'm sure we'll talk about that other Star Wars thing that we heard about this week as well. So that's probably in the news.
What other Star Wars thing?
It's an open world game, but Andrew probably put it in the news.
I didn't see anything in the news about any Star Wars game, so you're gonna have to Google it real quick, Gunny, and put it into the news yourself.
Ryan, step away for a moment, Jesus, but I just wanted to talk about something really quick.
Well,
I did play Crackdown 1.
mm-hmm.
So that was the backwards compatible game. And that game is in 4K, man. It looks
Really? It's in 4K now? Like,
yeah, because when I fired it up, I'm like, I know it's like it was, it's an enhanced Xbox 360 game.
Yeah.
But I was like, damn, it actually looks pretty freaking good.
It really looks good?
Back and
What?
It looks really good. Like, it's enhanced. Like, I was like, wow, this game looks better than it ever was on Xbox 360.
So, okay, so speaking of that, did you go into the Xbox settings? Because they have Xbox One X settings for the 360 games now, where you can switch it to be performance or graphics. Which one did you go with?
I went with performance.
Performance, so that gives you the better frame rates and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, I had no frame rate issues at all.
Wow.
It was, yeah. And actually, I felt like also with it might just be maybe the better controller that I'm playing on versus the old Xbox 360 one, where I was like, I didn't actually mind the races. Before, like the driving controls I didn't care for, but actually I had quite a bit of fun playing it
That's cool.
this time around.
I need to check that out because I have it on my 360 backwards compatible list. So I'm gonna have to check that out.
You could definitely tell, like, okay, you could definitely tell it's an older game, but
Yeah.
actually quite a bit of fun and yeah, like I said, better resolution than ever before. So
That's crazy. And it's crazy how the Xbox team is going back and doing this. That still amazes me, man, because that's insane. What company does that, dude? They just go back and start enhancing games from on the last generation? Like, it's not unheard
do you
of,
remember
dude.
that guy that sat down with Ryan McCaffrey from Xbox Unlocked and was like, he came in and was like talking about how they did like even some of the original games.
Yeah, that's
from
crazy.
the original Xbox, and it was just like all this like technical mumbo jumbo stuff, and I'm just like, fuck, you just made this game like just say like made it this resolution, but yeah, like totally rocket science to me.
So speaking of the backwards compatible games and the enhancements, I played an enhanced game too, Gunny. I played Fable Anniversary. So that's the original Fable. After playing Fable 3, I really enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it. Like I said, I played it through a whole weekend. So I was like, I'm gonna go see what all this Fable fuzz is about the original game. And I saw that it got enhanced for the Xbox One X as well. And I got in there, dude, and the game looks damn good. It looks good. I was like, wow. I was like, these graphics look like almost like modern day graphics. There's still some kind of funkiness in there. It looks kind of, you could definitely tell that it's an older game, but it looked good.
Yeah. I remember those Fable games on 360 just having that, I don't know, almost that foggy look or that like, Vaseline on the lens look to it,
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, so the game.
Those are games I never got into.
Those games, I mean, it looked really fucking. I was just like, and they're like, what in the world? Like, how do they do this? I was sitting there thinking, like, how could they do this? How could you enhance a 360 game to look this good? It looked damn good. So then I went into the settings, and then I did the, because I had it in the graphical settings, right, which bumped the resolution up to 1080p or 14 something or whatever. And so the problem with that was when I was playing the game, I was doing like the first quest where you got to find something for your little sister. You got to do like chores around the town to get enough gold to buy your little sister a present or something. So I was like running around the town trying to do chores for people.
Yes.
But there was a frame rate issue where like, because I think because I had it in the graphical settings, every so often the frame rate would just like stop. Like, like the game would just kind of like freeze and then like it would continue. Like it would be like a slight.
Oh, yes.
It would be like a half a second, if that. But like I would notice it when I'm turning or when I'm running really fast, and I would turn, the frame rate would just like dip a little bit, and I was like, what the fuck? What the hell? So I went into the settings. And I switched it from graphical settings over to the performance settings, which improved the frame rate. and it got rid of that. But the game did look a little bit crappier. I was like, oh, okay, like the graphics did go down quite a bit here. So, yeah, there's that. But hey, man, I like that they're doing this with the Xbox 360 games. It looks cool. I'm glad.
Yeah, because remember even playing back on, let's say, the 360, for example, where, you talked about where those frame rates would dip.
Yeah.
Right? And it would take a lot longer than a second for that thing to load in,
Yeah. So
where now, like the Power of the X, like it's going to be, you're not going to hear this like hard drives trying to spin up and make that rumbling noise. You might hear the fan pop on, but just to kind of keep your GPU up.
I just don't think I could play Fable after playing Fable 3. I don't know if I could do that.
I think I played Anniversary for the first couple hours because it was one of the original free games, or when they first started the games with gold.
Is it?
It's different. Yeah,
well, I know the story is different.
One was way different than Fable 3.
Yeah, because I know Fable 3, but you're the kid of the people from Fable 2, right? And then Fable 2, you're the kid of the people from Fable 1. It's like a family thing. It keeps going in the family or something.
Yeah. I can't remember. Yeah, something like that.
And no, in Fable, though, I was talking to Gunny about how I was playing it, and I was checking out the enhancements for the Xbox One X system. Looked good. I liked it.
I thought you guys were talking about Crackdown.
Oh, Gunny talked about Crackdown. That's what brought us into the Fable talk.
How that game in 4K looks, how it's upscaled. I don't know the exact,
I don't know if it's 4K. It might be like 1080p or maybe a little bit higher than that.
No. I think they bumped it.
All the way to 4K?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
I'd have to double check, but I think it is.
It's 900 and upscaled to 4K or some shit.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane. Anyways, guys, let's get into the big game this week. A game that came out on Tuesday for Game Pass and Xbox One X, or Xbox One in general. And exclusive to Xbox and Windows 10. Sea of Thieves came out this week. We've all played it. I've played a lot of it. I've had my ups. I had my downs. And we're here to talk about the game.
Okay, just a second. I looked it up, and it says Crackdown on Xbox One scales wonderfully to 4K. So it's upscaling to 4K, but it is 4K.
Damn. Yeah. Okay. Man,
4K.
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of
Thieves.
Let's do this Sea of Thieves.
So, come Monday night, I noticed that people were talking about on Reddit how you can download the game on the New Zealand server and play it. Because they're a day ahead, of course. So, what did Jesus do? Jesus went over to New Zealand, changed his console to New Zealand console, downloaded Sea of Thieves.
Flew to New Zealand.
Just to play Sea of Thieves.
Went to see Rob.
It's a 12-hour flight, too.
So I got to play Sea of Thieves a little bit early. I didn't really want to play by myself, so I don't even know why I did that. Because I got into the game like 5 minutes, and I was like, you know what? Like, no. Like, I want to play this with people. I don't know I want to play this by myself. So I played it for 5 minutes, and I just quit the game, and I waited for it to release on 9 p.m. for Pacific time, because that's the time we get it across, we get it like the East Coast timers do. Like, East Coast gets it at midnight, we get it at 9 p.m., same time. I like how they do that nowadays. It used to suck when the West Coast used to wait till midnight too, because I was like, that makes no sense. Anyways, I played the game, and then come 9 p.m., I couldn't get in. I couldn't get in the game. I couldn't. It was like,
dude,
Cinnamon Beard.
As soon as I got home from work, I was like, all right, I'm home from work. Get on. Let's play some Sea of Thieves. Soon as I got into my first match as a single, just like you, I just got in by myself. I was like, I'm going to go just do some missions by myself. And then party invites happened, and I got in, and everyone was like, yeah, come on. Let's all get into a galleon together. And I'm like, all right, well, all I got is this sloop, so I'll leave and come back. So I leave and I couldn't get back in. Yeah. And I was like,
Cinnamon Beard.
I was in a sloop with Papa Wolfie, I think.
Yes. And I was like, Ryan, come play over here. I got you an invite. Here you go.
And we left the game, and then we could never get back in for the rest of the night. I was like, you sons of bitches.
Okay.
We were in.
We were in, Dad. Let's talk about that. Lots of websites, lots of gaming outlets bashed Sea of Thieves. Let's talk about the bad first. We'll leave the game off with the good here. But let's talk about the bad. So, Sea of Thieves got bashed by different gaming outlets, like GameSpot, Giant Bomb, IGN,
Yes.
they all bashed the game. They all said, what a horrible launch. How dare you launch this game without, enough server support. But guys, the game had over 1 million unique players over the first 48 hours. At one point, they said they had 5,000 people a minute trying to log into the server.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
Think about it. The game was, if you had Game Pass, it was free. You could just download it.
Yeah.
Think about how many people are just downloading it to play it, just to check.
Well, not
it
only
out.
that, but there was that
There's
14-day
so
free
many.
trial.
Exactly.
So, yeah, people were going in from that direction too, like because it's just that's the way it was.
I saw
marketed.
people complaining on message boards and shit, and they were like,
Yeah.
"I pre-ordered this game. I should be able to get in. I should have priority before people on Game Pass can get in. That get it for free with their 14-day trial." Like, what do you guys think of that? I think that's bullshit.
Yeah, like they should be favored. I saw some saying I pre-ordered for the black whatever it was. It was the cosmetic stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, and I was like, and they were like, yeah, okay, so we'll check into that. And then never mind, I logged off and logged back on, and now it's there, and now I'm salty still. Like okay, shit. So you didn't get it right away. Sorry.
Yeah, like and people
Service-
gotta realize that these games on a massive online scale like that, things are gonna go wrong, man. Like things go wrong. It's like when you try and do something like this, it's inevitable that shit is gonna go wrong.
There's never been a game that's released on launch day that's had like a perfect launch, right? Like there's
always something
wrong
yeah.
with them. And like every company does it, big companies do. But everybody's like saying, "Well, Microsoft should have known. This is their big first party title. They've been touting this for months and years, and they fucked it up." Like I don't know, dude. Like
I
some
saw
people were like, "Oh, they've been testing this game for so long. Why didn't they get it right?" It's like you can't when they're testing, they don't have as big of a group coming in. They're doing little bit at a time, little bit, add a little more, add a little more, add a little more. Okay, things seem to be pretty good, And then they release and fucking a massive amount of people come in, and it's like, whoa, everything's broken. Shit happens.
But I see people try to offer up all kinds of suggestions where they should stagger it. It should be only North America, only Europe. Well, actually it is. Actually that is the way it goes. It is kind of staggered, unless you're talking about like a few days difference, but you can't do that to your player base, You have to kind of release it all at once.
It's not as staggered as it could be, because like as Jesus was saying, he gets it at 12 o'clock Eastern time, which is 9 o'clock his time, or your time, you guys' time. Like you guys get it at 9 o'clock. Right. So like if it was staggered by time zone, it might help. You know what I mean? With stuff like that. If it was like, okay, now East Coast gets it, and then, and then Central, and then West Coast. And
yeah, that's the way it was initially back a couple of years ago. But I'm actually glad they changed it to 9 o'clock. But that is the time that I have to be asleep, so I didn't play it until Tuesday, actually in the daytime or afternoon.
I live in real time. You guys live in the past, so.
That's true. That's true.
But yeah, man. So let's talk about the game real quick. The content. People are bashing the game about the content, saying there's not enough content there. It's too... when you play the game they said, people are saying, when you play the game for an hour, you've seen it all. You've seen everything. You've seen what the game has to offer. You know what?
No, you haven't, because there's no way you went and did a fucking one of those skull cloud things in the first hour. There's no fucking way you did that.
Unless you're really good.
Well, I mean, come on.
You see those people? Come on, Ryan. You've seen those people on there.
It took us 40 minutes to a fucking hour to do one of those.
Yeah, I know.
Come on, Ryan. You've seen those people on YouTube with the comments, right? I completed the whole game in 30 minutes.
Gunning now, it's different. There's different kinds of fucking skeletons now.
I ran into those yesterday.
Skeletons, and you got to throw water on them, and then they start to rust and they slow down, and then you can kill them. There's these black. They have like a black mist around them. Skeletons. and you have to hold your lantern up to them, and then the mist will disappear, and then you can kill them.
Oh, wow.
There's also like they made it fucking harder. They made it way harder than what we did in the beta. We did one last night. It was fucking crazy. It took forever.
People are saying that Sea of Thieves is just a chat room, a really fun chat room.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
That is all it has
listen,
to offer.
Sea of Thieves is a social experience. It is what you make of it. If you go in there with a group of people you're gonna have a good time with, it's gonna be fucking fun. You're gonna laugh. You're gonna fucking cry. You're gonna fucking go through all the emotions, and it's amazing. It's fun to do with a group of people. To go in there alone by yourself, that's a different story. It's a very isolated thing. And you know what I mean? Like it's I could see people getting bored of playing by yourself. But when you're out making stories with your friends and having a social experience within the game, it's a lot of fucking fun. And it will continue to be a lot of fun because you can just pick different people to have experiences with. And that changes everything.
So real quick, I wanna talk to the people out there, seeing the reviews from other big gaming sites about how the game is boring, 6.5 out of 10, etc. Guys, give it a chance. This game, if you want to just try it, if you're not sure about getting this game, get Game Pass. Game Pass. And then don't sit there and bullshit me about you need internet for Game Pass. Well, yeah, you need internet to play the fucking game. So fuck, if you don't have internet, you can't play this shit.
You're not playing this offline.
So you get Game Pass, $10 a month.
Deal with it.
Hashtag cost is $10 a month. If you haven't had Game Pass in the past, get the 14-day trial. If you have a friend that bought an Xbox One in the recent months, get the Game Pass code from them. That's a free month. And try it out, guys. So check it out. I mean, one thing that I do not like that people are saying about the fucking game is the fact, it's fucking boring. No, man, I've had so much fun this week. You know how many people I played with this week? You know how many different people I played with this week? I played with at least 30 different people this week. 30 different people.
Me and Jonathan just had a rotating ship where it was just people were just coming on. As soon as someone would leave, the next person would come on.
I mean, I played with Matt Bradford. I played with Ted again. I played with Gunny Chief, with Pinpoint Red, with Alan, with Taggin, with random fucking people. I played with Brink. I played with a bunch of people, and this game is a game that you're going to want to go into having enough time to play the game, because if you want to go in there for 10 minutes, you're not going to get nothing done. You want to go in there for an hour, not going to get nothing done. An hour, you might get a few chests done, but not a lot of quests. And you want to go into the game with having 3 hours worth of time to play the game, so you can at least experience something fun and have a good experience. Be able to fight other ships and do the stuff, whatever. But I want to talk about something real quick that happened to me the other day. Yesterday.
Oh, I got a story to follow this up with too. Jesus.
I was playing with Alan Maybe. Never Sleep 360. That's his gamer tag. I forget his name. Greg something. He's part of the community. I was also playing with Alan.
Oh, Never Name?
No Name 360 or Never Sleep 360, something like that. I don't know. His gamer tag is something Never Sleep 360 or something. Anyways.
Okay.
And Blue Yeti was in our squad actually too. So I was playing with Brink. Brink was in the squad. Brink had to leave. He was like, I gotta do life things, and he was being lame, so he left. And he didn't. I don't think his experience of Sea of Thieves was fun because we kept dying the whole time he was there. We kept going to this skull fort, and this one fucking galleon kept showing up there with us. We kept fighting each other. They were not trying to be friends. We tried to signal them. We try to flash our lanterns. No, they were just firing on us as soon as they saw us. No way we're gonna be friends. I was like, okay, fuck it, dude. So, Blue Yeti gets in there, and we tell Blue, stay O'Connor, and we're like, hey, dude, Stephen O'Connor, and we're like, hey, man, come in here, join us. He's like, oh, all right, mate. He's a fucking British guy. Joins us. We go in there. We sail to the island. We're fighting the ship again. We're fighting it for 40 minutes, dude. we're constantly neither of our crews can have enough time to capture the island because we're constantly fighting each other. You know what I mean? So it's like this fucking constant war of the skeletons are shooting at us. The other ship is shooting at us. Another ship is showing up shooting at us. We're all shooting at each other. So finally we get there and there's a little sloop and we see the sloop. He goes around us and he rams into the other ship. I jump off and I'm like, fuck this. I'm going to get on the island and start fighting these things while those guys are distracted. So I jump and then I swim over to the sloop because they somehow sunk the big galleon that was there that was fighting us. They sunk them. So I swim over to them and I see the guys like on top of his head, like the chat icon is popping up. And I'm like, oh fuck. So I switch over to game chat real quick and I'm like, hey, don't shoot. And they're like, no, don't worry, Jesus. We're not going to shoot you. We're not going to shoot you. I was like, oh, great. I was like, thank you. I'm going to climb your ladder, okay? Don't fucking shoot. Like, okay, we're not going to shoot. I go up there, and boom, 2 guys. This guy named Party something, and I know the other guy's gamer tag was like Thorax739 or something like that. And anyways, I get on their ship. They're in a little sloop, right? And I'm like, hey, guys, I'm Jesus. My crew is on that big ship over there, the other galleon you see. How about we do this? How about you guys help us take this fort, and we attack the other galleon when they come back? And we take over this fort together and we split the loot. And the guy's like, sure, fair enough. You know, like, we agree to that. I go back into party chat. I tell Alan and all the guys to switch over to game chat. Alan, first thing he says, why the fuck are we giving them half the loot? I'm like, Alan, dude, they're going to help us fucking capture this island and kill the other galleon if they show up. And sure enough, as Alan is arguing with me, the other galleon shows up. So the other galleon starts shooting at the sloop. I'm on the sloop, right? Steven is on our ship. He raises our anchor, takes off in our ship. The fucking galleon, the other guy somehow boarded it. They raised the anchor. Now I'm on the sloop. So we're sailing away. We're getting shot at from like different directions. There's fucking the skeletons are shooting at us. The other galleon came up and shot at us. And I'm like, and the guys on the little sloop, you know, I'm with this random. He's like, help me repair. I'm like, fuck, dude, where the fuck are your damn fucking planks? You know, I'm helping him repair his little sloop. You know, we're bailing water out. and then somehow Steven, he turned our galleon around and he got right behind theirs and started shooting at them. So we were sailing away, so we turned the sloop around after we fixed it, and I'm like, and then Steven's like, shoot at them, Jesus, shoot at them from the sloop. I'm like, which one is our ship and which one is their ship? They both look the same. Like, which one is ours and which one is theirs? He's like, I'm the one shooting at them. I'm like, okay, you must be the one behind them then. So then I started shooting at the other ship. We sunk them. All right, we repaired our ships. We're all good. We go on the island. We fight the skeletons. We beat them. We kill the captain pirate. We do all that. This is after like 2 hours of us trying to capture this fucking fort, dude. Then Alan gets the key, right? Of course, Alan gets the key. Where's the door? Let's steal the treasure and let's get off the island. Fuck these guys. Let's kill him. And I'm like, Alan, first of all, they can hear you because we're in game chat. Second of all, we're not going to fucking do that because these guys helped us. You know, like, we made a deal. He's like, no, you made a deal. I'm like, exactly. If I wouldn't have made the deal, I told them, if I wouldn't have made the deal, they would have attacked us and we would have sunk too. We would have never been able to fight 2 ships.
You made an alliance is what you did. Exactly.
And he's like, no, you're the one that made the deal. I never made the deal. I'm like, Alan, you're part of the fucking crew. You made the fucking deal. You know, and then Never Sleep, you know, and you know, fucking Blue, you know, Steven, he's like, yeah, man, like, fuck you, Alan. You know, stop being a dick. And I was like, oh, fuck you guys. Like, where's the door? And I'm like, no, we're going to wait for the other guy to respawn and come back on the island. And we're all going to open the door together. That way we know what's in there and we're going to split it evenly. So sure enough, you know, and the other dude's being really cool. The guy who was on the sloop, he's like, all right, Alan, come over here, man. You know, like, you're going to open this door. You're going to do the honors, you know, we're going to split the loot, you know, hell yeah, thanks guys for helping us out. You know, he's being super cool about it. And fucking Alan's over here like, yeah, fuck you, we're going to kill you. We're going to take your shit. So we open the door and we talk about, okay, we're like, okay, there's 8 chests in here. Let's split them half and half, 4 and 4. We take 4, they take 4. You know, okay. We take 2 trinkets, they take 2 trinkets. We take 2 skulls, they take 2 skulls. Because there's like 4 skulls, 8 chests, 4 trinkets, like 4 gunpowder barrels in there. So we get on our ship, and then Alan, as we were all loaded up on our ship, I told Blue, stay on the ship so they don't get on our ship and steal our stuff. So they don't come on here and steal us while we're loading up the stuff. They're not coming on our ship to steal the stuff or to sink our ship, and then kill us, and then we lose out of everything. So no, those guys were pretty good. They were not trying to steal our stuff. They were not trying to betray us. They were like, oh, thanks, guys. They're like, we wouldn't have been able to do this without you guys. We appreciate you guys. And we were trying to invite them into our party because we were on proximity chat. And so, if we get far away from them, we can't talk. We can only talk when we're near each other. And, they're we can't get into Xbox Live party chats. We can only do Skype because we're playing on PC. And we're like, oh, fuck. And they're like, you guys are on Xbox? And we're like, yeah. But they were saying something about how they can't get on Xbox Live parties. They prefer to do Skype. Whatever.
Oh, they might not have Xbox Live Gold.
That's what it was, I think. Yeah.
If they don't have Xbox Live Gold,
because I know Matt Bradford was the same way. I was chatting with him on Skype on my Xbox when we were playing together because he doesn't have Xbox Live Gold, and Skype works really good on the Xbox actually, by the way, for party chat. Yeah. Anyways, so we get our stuff, and we have everything on our ship, and I tell our crew, all right, guys, I'm gonna go down there and say goodbye to the guys, tell them, good game. Shake hands. So they know we're peaceful as we're leaving. Okay. And Alan's like, fuck you, Jesus. We're leaving you behind. Why are you going to go shake hands with them, you fucking traitor? We should have killed them. And he's all talking shit to me. I'm like, Alan, dude, shut up, man. We had fun,
Right there, Jesus. Right fucking there. You should have put his ass in the brig.
Okay, and then...
Don't talk like that to your captain. You not talk like that.
So I go down there. I tell the guys, hey, guys, thanks for, playing with us. We appreciate your help. They're like, no problem, man. We appreciate you guys helping us. We thank you guys. Good luck on your voyage. And I was like, good luck on yours, man. If we run into each other, hopefully we don't attack each other. And they're like, yeah, sure enough, man. We'll try to remember each other's names and not attack each other. We go back to our ship. We're sailing away, right? We're going to the outpost. On our way in the middle of the ocean to the outpost, the ship is kind of off to our left a little bit. They're going to a different outpost. Obviously, I think they probably, we're kind of we shouldn't trust these guys because they probably heard Alan talking shit. So, they're heading to the left. We're going straight. Steven is like, dude, why didn't you tell him about the podcast? And I was like, you know what? You got a point. So I'm turning the ship to the left to pull up next to their ship to tell them about the podcast. Right? Like, hey, listen to Horrible Gamers. As soon as I start turning the ship, Alan maybe. CFC Leo 10. That's his gamer tag, people. Fucking. He's like, no, Jesus, go straight. I'm like, no, I'm turning the ship. We're going to just roll by next to them and tell them to listen to the podcast. He's like, no, Jesus, I'm going to kill you if you don't go straight. And I laughed, right? Because I'm like, you can't kill me, dude. There's no friendly fire in this game. He's like, oh, yeah? Yes, there is. And I was like, no, there isn't, dude. Why are you bullshitting me? He goes and grabs a gunpowder barrel that we had stolen from the island, puts it next to me, shoots the fucking barrel, blows me up as I'm driving the ship. He kills Steven as well, because Steven was next to me playing music. He kills him. He killed me. So now his Never Sleep and Alan are on the ship, right? And Alan's laughing. He's like, that's what you get, for being a traitor. I'm like, I'm not being a traitor, dude. I'm just trying to tell him about the podcast, we're going to, they were our friends. They're not going to attack us, They were being cool with us. He's like, no, that's what you get.
Mutiny,
okay.
Mutiny, we have mutiny.
I spawn back on the ship. I hear water. As I'm spawning in the loading screen, I hear water. I'm like, okay. Sometimes I hear water and the ship isn't sinking. There's no way the ship is sinking. And I was thinking to myself, how did he kill us? What happened? Because my guy flew off the ship and died. I was like, how the fuck did he do that? And sure enough, I spawn on the boat on the top, where the wheel is. And I look into the ship and our ship is halfway underwater. I'm like,
what an adventure.
Alan.
No bailing that out.
And I just, all I did was say, Alan, did you blow up a red barrel on our ship? Yeah. I'm like, oh my God. He's like, it wasn't me. I'm like, who killed us?
Yeah.
He's like, whoa, sure. I did shoot, but I didn't mean to blow up anything. I was like, you blow. He's like, I didn't think it was going to do. Then he said, I didn't think it was going to do damage. So he did it. I didn't think it was going to do damage. It was on top of the ship. I'm like, dude, it does damage anywhere on the ship. If you just blow up near the damn ship, it's going to fucking make holes in the ship. I was so mad, guys.
So even at the top, it
does damage, yeah.
Okay.
The only place that it might do the least amount of damage is up on the crow's nest, but even then, I think you might take a little bit of damage on the top deck. Anyways, though, 3 hours worth of work literally went down in a matter of a minute of me dying and loading back into the fucking game. Alan fucked us over out of like 20,000 worth of gold. Probably more, man. We've had so many treasures in our ship. And so then, like, our ship is sinking, right? And Steven is pissed. He's like, what the fuck, Alan? Like, you should have bailed the water if you knew the water was coming in. He's like, I didn't know the water was coming in. He's like, why the fuck would you blow up a barrel on our ship and not check if you did damage? Yeah. You go, I didn't know. And then I'm like, well, dude, I was so mad. Dude, I was fucking pissed. So our ship sinks. Me and Never Sleep, we stay near the mermaid, you know, because our treasure did float back up to the surface. So we stay there, and we're sitting there. We're getting attacked by sharks. I have 5 bananas, 3 bullets in my gun. I'm trying to kill the sharks as they're attacking us. We're swimming in circles. Steven and Alan go, they spawn on the ship, and they have no idea where the fuck we were. They have no fucking clue of what direction we're at.
So you're stuck at sea, huh?
So we're in the middle of the ocean. The sharks around us. Our treasure's floating.
Even there to show you which way
to go.
No,
the skull was gone. It was gone. So, yeah. And then after like a minute or 2 or 3 minutes, the treasure started to sink. And what I did after that was I got back into the game. I saw the direction they were sailing, and they were sailing towards the edge of the map, which was nowhere near where we were.
They totally went the other way.
What the fuck? I even told them, I was like, where the fuck are you guys headed? You're headed to the edge of the map. Why the fuck are you headed? Well, we don't know where you were. We're like, why the fuck would you head to the edge of the map? Head to the middle of the map or something, you know? Like, what the fuck are you doing headed this way? Anyways, I was so mad at fucking Alan that he did that I fucking left the party. I quit the game and I uninstalled Sea of Thieves. That's how fucking mad I was. So mad. I've never been so mad in my life, I think. I was super mad.
Damn.
And I
sound like I missed out on a good time.
I even told Alan, you're never going to be on my crew again. And that's the truth. Alan is not allowed on my crew.
You're 86th, Alan.
Jesus, wait, there's more.
Oh my God, there's more to this shit.
But wait, there's more. Because after you guys did that, after that all happened, Alan decided that he was going to come and join us. Me and 10 Point, and I can't remember who else was with us.
Mojo.
Anyways, what's that?
Was it Mojo?
Oh, yes, it was Mojo. So we decided to go attack an island. Jesus Christ, Gunny. He's not Australian.
Yeah, he's not Australian, dude. Come on. Hello, mate.
They say mate over there. Mojo.
They say mate over there?
They say mate, but they don't say it with a fucking...
hello, mate, crikey.
Crikey.
Anyways, you guys attacked the fort, right?
So, sure enough, Alan jumps into our party, and we're going to a skeleton island. And things were good, and he kept saying things like, don't listen to Jesus, whatever he tells you. Don't listen.
Oh, he was trying to brainwash you guys.
And he told us the story a little bit differently.
I bet he did.
But I'm going to believe you, Jesus. Cause
I got witnesses. Stephen O'Connor. Stephen, man, he could vouch for me. He saw everything go down.
Okay, so anyways, we got this skeleton island. Mm-hmm. We're attacking it. We're doing everything, you know, we're getting it all done, going through the waves, we're having a good time, and everything's going good and whatever, and we get everything. Another ship came, and we made kind of...
Oh, you made friends?
We sunk their asses. We were like, fuck you guys.
Okay.
We destroyed them.
Okay.
And then I think they came back, and they ended up helping us in the end.
Okay.
But anyways, we get everything back on the ship, same sort of situation as you, and I'm like, all right, guys, let's head to an outpost. You know, let's go.
Yeah.
So we're heading to the outpost. We get to the outpost.
Okay.
And we're just chilling. Or no, I decided on the way to the outpost, I'm going to go have a smoke. I'll be right back.
Sounds good.
So I come back up from my smoke, and I hop in, and I'm like, I hear cannon fire. I hear shit just going off everywhere. And I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Shit.
So I jump back on. I'm like, what happened?
Yeah.
And fucking Mojo's like, He crashed our ship, man. He crashed our ship.
Oh, great.
All of our treasure is in the water.
Oh,
no.
man.
So luckily we were right beside the outpost. So those guys were jumping in the water, grabbing treasures and taking them to the outpost and catching them in. Well, like me and someone else were fighting the other ship that was there fighting us.
Wow.
Because after he crashed the ship, they started battling or something with another fucking galleon that was out there. And so we cashed everything in, destroyed that ship that was there, and then we took off. So we luckily got everything but he crashed our ship and sunk it and almost lost our treasure again.
Man,
so
and
Alan,
people say there's nothing to do.
Alan.
Typical fucking Alan. Typical fucking Alan. He's done. I'm not part of my crew ever again. You're done, dude.
Hashtag uninstall.
Man, and people say there's nothing to do in this game and it's boring. Shit.
Alan,
exactly.
Alan betrayed 2 of our crews. I think he just doesn't like the horrible gamers or something. He's just betraying us all the time, killing us,
Alan
killing
would never
us.
do that to me. Right, Alan?
You know, and then you know,
I
get into a game last night with Snyder and Taggin. You know, and guess what Taggin told me? Ryan?
Oh no.
So I'm with Taggin. And then, you know, we're playing, you know, and Snyder's trying to, of course, attack every little ship we see. I'm like, dude, they're not going to do anything to us. We're in a big galleon. Little sloops tend to not fight the big ships. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they'll run away.
Sometimes they'll do it just to fuck around, but they tend to always just sail by and kind of wave at you or whatever. You know, like they never tend to shoot at you, you know, or they'll kind of do a warning shot thing where like they shoot towards you to keep away, but that's it. They're not going to attack you. Anyways, Snyder's trying to attack everything, and then Taggin is sitting there talking to me about your song, Ryan, the song you made for the last show. And Taggin said this, quote, "It made my ears bleed. It is the worst thing I've ever heard." That's what he said. That's a quote from fucking
that's why. Okay, because I was
Taggin.
singing it last night, Ryan, and Taggin said something about it, and I didn't know what he meant. Okay.
I went... when you said that, I went, and as we were headed back to the outpost, I played it. I played it for him. He was like, "Oh God!" He was like, "Not this again. It's the worst thing ever." I'm like, "Oh God." So yeah, there's that. I mean,
So Taggin didn't like my song.
Taggin is the only one that didn't like it. I mean, I don't know why.
Yeah, I know. I got a lot of messages from other people saying it was stuck in their heads.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe you got it stuck in his head, and he didn't like singing it all day or something.
Driving him nuts.
Yeah.
But
I had a few... Guys, I had a few game
make him
sessions.
play it on a loop. I wish I could program his deck in his truck so that it just played that
Constantly
song on a
playing.
loop over and over again while he was driving.
Oh man.
Jesus, I had a good time last night doing some of those missions where you kill the captains.
Yeah.
Those were fucking cool. And one of the coolest sounds in this game is when the cannonball passes over you.
Oh yeah, like right above it. Yeah.
Geez, that is like...
Oh man.
That was cool because I think it was Taggin or Snyder was on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, yeah, draw him towards the middle of the island so I can shoot him with a cannonball as we're just trying to, you know, cut him down with either a gun or sword. And it's like, yeah, we'd get him towards the middle and then like the cannonball would just come in and destroy like 4 at a time.
That was crazy.
It's like, oh man, it's a good strategy.
So
that sound effect is in the song.
go listen to it, guys. Anyways,
you know what? Someone actually asked me if I could release that separately. But I don't think I can, man. I was thinking I would get nailed copyright.
I was thinking you would have to use like an unlicensed track to make that song. Maybe you could find
using
one.
the karaoke version of Pirates on the Storm.
Yeah. What I was gonna say is, so now I'm level like 18 on the Order of Souls. I'm level 17 with the Gold Hoarders. I'm level 7 with the Merchant Alliance. I tend to prefer the Order of Souls quest. I don't know about you guys, but those are so much fun for me. I just get in there, fight things, and I love
what, Jesus? That's what I do when I'm by myself.
Yeah, that's
when I'm by myself, I just grab Order of Souls and I just go to the islands and just keep trying to take them down.
Yeah, that's so fun.
But have you gotten any of the islands that have like 4 guys on it?
Yeah. We've had all my quests usually tend to have like 3 or 4 guys on them now.
We had those missions glitch on us last night because
they don't appear, right?
On the island and the music would start to come up, but
they don't,
nothing would come out.
So
What the hell's going on?
there's a lot of glitches with that specific type of quest, the Order of Souls quest. I've read a lot on Reddit where people are saying that they're just glitched out. You have to either leave the island, come back later, or just cancel that quest and lose it or whatever. You know what I mean? Because it's just glitched out.
We canceled the quest because we went back and it still didn't work, and we were like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
So we just canceled the voyage and put a new one up,
Right.
and they started working again. So.
So yeah, playing the game. I'm playing a lot of that. I mean, I kind of like the gold hoarders, but I prefer to have the skulls on my ship. I don't know why, they just look cooler to me. And then what I noticed, if you put him on, you know how you can go out behind your captain's cabin. You know, you have like the little ledge on the back of the ship.
Yeah.
If you line up the skulls back there, they usually emit like a green light. So at nighttime when you're cruising, your ship will be lit up like a party boat.
Yeah, but then people see that and know you have.
It looks fucking cool, though.
Ship.
It looks fucking
I say,
cool.
come at me.
Oh, come at me, bro.
Come at me. Let's go.
Come at me, bro.
The game is so much fun. I'm having a blast with it, actually. It's a lot of fun. It really is a game that does take your time, though. A lot of time and a lot of dedication.
Every time I have played the fucking game, I've been on for at least 6 hours.
Yeah,
just
it takes a
fucking
long
straight
time. Yeah, it takes your dedication to play the game.
Kathy is not happy with me. She's not happy with me. I'll tell you that.
Maybe you should
text you today, huh?
You should have her
still
play.
know who I am, right?
You should have her play, man. So maybe she'll like it if she tries it.
She expressed interest because one time when I went out for a smoke, I just left my ship just floating, and I went out for a smoke. I was just by myself. I came back, and she's like, "They're attacking you." I didn't know what to do. She's like, "I picked up the controller and I started eating bananas, and I jumped into the water, and then your ship sank." And I'm like, and then she's like, "I saw this mermaid, and I tried to kill him, but I couldn't kill him." And I'm like, "No, you're supposed to use the mermaid to go back to your ship." She's like, "I just left you floating in the water, and then a shark ate you." I'm like, "Thanks a lot." But she was like, "I think I want to try and play this now." She's like, "I want to learn."
I played with tons of people this week, though, so big shout out to all the community members that have played this game with me. I've having a fun time, man. You know, and I've never sailed on a sloop besides the one time I was helping those guys. We were all together helping fight.
I think I was telling Thomas Tappy I want to get on a sloop and just play two players.
They're much faster. They're much faster to navigate. They're faster
they are.
to do, and the anchor's much faster to raise. It's just, I think they're easier to use, but they're much smaller.
It just sucks
every time I've been on
when you go into a sloop, you can't change to a galleon if you want to invite two other people.
They need to change that. They need to add an update where they let you switch between ships, like in the fly. You know, like maybe you got to go to the outpost and do it, but at least let you do it in game.
There should be some way to do that
instead of logging out, then logging back in, like loading.
Yeah. One thing that I do have a problem with this game, though, guys, is my achievements. I have no achievements at all.
I have zero.
Me too. I have zero.
And I have no progress towards any of my achievements. What the fuck?
Me either. I noticed that last night. Because I started asking everyone we were playing with. I was like, has anyone popped an achievement yet? I'm like, I have not popped an achievement at all.
Some people are saying they have a couple. Some people say they have a few. I don't have none.
I think I logged in to see if it was there.
And
it was.
What I heard was the other day when the game launched and they did that one thing where they started blocking new players from joining the servers. I think the people on Reddit saying that as soon as they did that, they also started blocking achievements. Like the achievements just stopped. So I'm thinking they probably might have fucked up and never turned them back on, or they're gonna eventually turn them back on and it's gonna all just pop up one day and be there.
I think so. I think you'll be playing like whatever game, you'll be like, what? Why are all these achievements popping?
And but I mean now, at least now when you cash in stuff, you're getting your XP and your gold right away. So that's good. At least they fixed that. That was taking a while too.
I captured a gold chicken yesterday.
I remember that. You were with me that one time.
Yeah, that was fun. I thought it'd be hard to catch, but that was actually
super easy. The only thing I don't like about the Merchant Alliance is their quests are very like, find 3 spotted pigs. It doesn't even tell you like, find 3 spotted pigs on this area. Like, it's just find 3 spotted pigs. You're like, what the fuck?
And then you go from, like I did that with chickens. We were going from island to island, and there was no chickens on any island. Mm-hmm. And then we were like, oh, you know what? Let's go to Chicken Island because, come on, there's got to be chickens on Chicken Island, right? You think so, right? That makes sense, right?
Makes a lot of sense.
There are only pigs on Chicken Island. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
This game is trolling. There's a lot of snakes, though. Lots
We
of
gave
snakes.
up on that quest because we fucking ended up wanting to do something else.
I think what the game is gonna have you do is kind of like memorize what's on each island or something, or write it down somewhere or something, because that's the only way you're gonna be able to do it.
No, well, there's probably once you memorize it.
I've been on Chicken Island before and seen chickens, but this particular time, it seemed like every island we went to had no chickens at all.
Like you were saying, Jesus, how we're constantly entering and exiting different instances at different times.
Yeah.
So not only are other players doing it, but we're doing it as well. Which it's just seamless. We just don't see it actually coming as we sail through different parts of the map.
So that's how the matchmaking works, guys. I think what happens is you're constantly dropping in and out of instances with other servers, and that's why you're constantly not running into the same players. You know what I mean? So you're
In the beta, do you remember
constantly
when we
switching.
saw that screen and it said, what the fuck did it say? You're going into the storm or blah, 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 something like that. Mm-hmm. And then it was like, Taggin, I believe it was, looked it up, and it apparently meant that's what was going on. You were changing servers.
Yeah.
Aha.
See, we were in that storm last night for a good 10 minutes.
Yeah, so I think it might switch you servers when you're doing something in the game, something's happening, or you're on an island or something. It just switches
Because
you.
They probably need to do a thing like kind of what like DayZ does on PC, where those servers will reset.
Yeah.
But there they give you a warning that, in 30 minutes the server will reset. But
I don't really mind it. It's fun to just be running into random people all the time. Because, dude, I've met some really cool people in the game. I've met randoms. Big shout out to some randoms that I've met in the game that I made friends with. I've added to my friends list. I met a lot of people, dude. A lot of people.
Oh my God. Me and Jonathan, when we first started playing last night, everyone had a 4-man crew. Everyone had like four people parties going on. So we were like, fuck it. We'll just go in and we'll get some randoms. We get these two little kids, two British kids, and they're like little squeaky kids. But dude, they were good. They were fucking helping out. They were like listening to us. We actually spawned onto their ship. So it was funny when we spawned onto their ship, we kind of just took over. We were like, okay, we're going here. Let's go down. And they were just like, okay, guys, I guess that's all right. So, and then we go.
Was it my British buddy? Was it my British buddy that I had on the beta?
It might have been. It might have been, yeah. It was these two British kids. But anyways, so we got a bunch of chests, and we were doing a whole bunch of different quests, and we picked everything up. And then all of a sudden, this dude comes on the mic and goes, excuse me, guys, but I gotta go. I'm like, oh, really? I'm like, well, we just got all these chests. And then the kid comes back on and goes, guys, I'm sorry, it's my bedtime, I gotta go. And then I'm like, I was like, just give me back to your dad for a sec. He's like, okay. His dad comes on, I'm like, dude, he's put in a lot of work. We have like a bunch of stuff we got to turn in. Can you give him like 15 minutes and let him stay up another 15 minutes just to get the stuff so he doesn't lose everything? His dad's like, yeah, man. He's like, yeah, that's cool. I'll let him stay up.
Oh, that's so
like,
cool.
okay.
That's awesome.
It'll be like 50 minutes, I swear. He's like, all right.
That's a good story right there. That's a feel-good story, man. That's
Thanks, Dad.
awesome.
Back, turned in all the chests, and then his dad came back on, and I was like, thanks for letting him stay up, man. And yeah, it was a good time. Like these two little when we first spawned, we were like, oh no, we got these two squeaky kids.
You got horrible gamers and you got two kids here, right?
But it was awesome. It turned out being a really good experience.
so
And we had
cool.
fun.
You know what? You know what the good part of that
The
good part of that story is, Ryan, that you were there and to take care and make sure those kids got their XP, but Alan wasn't.
Yeah, Alan would have just killed them and
like, screw you.
fuck you guys, fuck you.
I'm blowing your kids.
Pass the microphone to your dad. Hey, fuck you, man. I'm gonna kill your kids, like some bullshit. Like, you know what I mean? Fucking Alan, he would have said some shit like that, motherfucker.
Funny because we were pretty tame during that whole thing, and I think it just kind of clicked. Like we didn't even realize that we weren't swearing and stuff. And
Yeah, just
You know?
So last night, the same thing kind of happened to us on
Yeah.
our crew. Taggin, who was it? Taggin and Was it you, Gunny, that was there?
Yeah, well, I came in later.
No, I think it's when Gunny left. It was me tagging somebody else. Oh, it was Blue Thirsty. I think that's his gamer tag. I forget his real name. I don't know. Sorry, guy. But I know your gamer tag is Blue Thirsty. Anyways, me, him, tagging, and this other person showed up into our. We're like, all right, let's invite him into the game. So we invite him, but as soon as we invite him, another person joined the party, and he's like, hey, guys, don't kick X7. And we're like, who the fuck are you? We're like, who the hell are you? And he's like, I'm the guy who's on your ship, but I got banned. We're like, what? He's like, I got banned from Xbox Live Chat. We're like, what the hell, dude? So we're sailing to, like, and we're all just telling stories, or like Taggins drinking rum, and we're all just sailing around doing our Order of Souls quest, and then finally, like, during one of the during one of the things, we're going to another island during like the middle of the sailing, we're all just bantering and doing one different stuff. I'm like, hey kid, what got you banned? And he's like, I was on Fortnite.
Yeah.
I was playing, and this guy started talking shit to me, so I talked shit back. I told him to fuck off, and he reported me, and I got banned.
Yeah, because there's like a report button in Fortnite, right? Where other games don't have in-game options like that. So.
Yeah, so I guess I got him banned, and he was playing Sea of Thieves with his real account, but somehow he had made the second account to be able to party chat with people, and yeah, so he was doing that. I guess it works.
I had fun with different randoms as well, and they were like, are you playing on an Xbox? Because I'm playing on PC. So it's like, yeah, today I'm playing on Xbox.
Yeah.
But they were cool. Like, I saw that a few people, like, they actually had low gamer tags, and I think it was, who was I playing with? Jonathan, Ryan, different people at different times. They're like, invite him to the party. I'm like, shoot, okay. I'm like, okay, I hope he's not like 10 or something, but no, like, we actually ended up playing with all adults.
Yeah.
And they were cool. Even when I got the ship and I got it lodged between a couple rocks on the island, and it was a total loss,
Yeah.
I think I was like trying to shoot the cannons to get it off of there. Like, Jonathan was trying different things, and then they were like, I don't know if it was Jonathan or somebody else. They were like, let's just we can actually self-destruct a ship. If you go to the start menu and everybody vote on it, but let's take all the loot off of it first, and that's what we did. And then scuttle the ship. Thank you. So we did that, and I think we all went back, including Jonathan, and somebody stayed behind with the loot. But then we couldn't find them. But we used like our navigational skills and just to find out what island we were originally on, and went back, loot, got back to the place where we need to be, and sold it all. So that was fun. I had a great time doing that. I thought, crazy. Oh man, we're not,
So, yeah, I mean, big shout out to the community for playing with us this week. Lots of guys have played with, even girls.
So many people on my friends list was playing. Like, it's been a long time since I had 80 people. I told
Taggin last night that the last time I've seen this happen with a game where everybody's playing it is Titanfall. When Titanfall the original came out, everyone was playing it. So I really think Microsoft needed this new IP, this new hype, to build up this hype for a game. They did a really good job about it. The launch could have been a little bit smoother, but hey, man, they're working on it. And I don't know if you guys watched the Sea of Thieves Mixer stream the other day, but apparently they had this giveaway. Like, there was a special skin for this gun, and they had done a stream like a few days before that, like before the game launched. They did a stream. And if you had watched that stream, you got a special skin for your flintlock pistol. And so they were doing this new stream, like an 8-hour stream on Wednesday or Thursday, where if you watched the stream for like a couple minutes and you had a link to your Xbox account, it would give you the code for the skin or whatever. But anyways,
I never bought it.
It's going to take a week or so. They said I haven't got mine either. But they said if you watched it anytime, they're going to give it to you eventually. Anyways, during that, the developers of the game came out. The guys who run Rare, dude, they look like fucking The Walking Dead. They look like zombies. They were like, we've been up for the last 48 hours working on patches and updates.
Yeah, they're probably fucking worn in, man. Yeah.
Like, we thank you guys for the support. We haven't slept for 20-something hours or some shit. Like, they were just like, nah, like that, dude. They were talking about how they've been updating the game and trying to get it stabilized and whatnot. So, yeah, big shout out to them, man. They did an okay job, I think, you know.
And it's been stable, since pretty much, you know, Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah, so it works now.
I haven't had too many issues,
So, yeah, and if you're having some issues with connecting to certain matches or certain people's crews, what I recommend is going in and sloop by yourself and then joining their game. That somehow seems to work. The connection problems I sometimes get, it just works. So, yeah. So shout out to a lot of people, man. Dirty Bite, Taggin, Blue, the other Blue, all the Blues. Yeah.
Hey, Taggin! No.
Start singing the song. But yeah, you know what? The only person I haven't played with, Ryan, it's you.
I know.
That's
what
it.
the hell?
That's it.
Because we're not on at the same time,
We've
and then
been
once
playing-
I'm I'm on earlier than you, and I have a full team by the time you come online.
Yeah. So, but hey, man,
We
whatever.
should have kicked Alan last
We
night and
should
brought
have.
you in.
You should have, man. That guy, kick him off of your crew, people. Do not add CFC Leo 10 to your friends list, and do not let him play with you. Ever. Any game. He team kills in every
send him
game.
a message saying hashtag uninstall.
Yeah, send CFC Leo 10 a message saying hashtag uninstall. Oh, man. He team kills in every game. This is not the first game I've seen him team kill in either. He kills in PubG, in Fortnite. Every game he could team kill in, he knows how to do it, and he does it.
Jesus, we should stop talking shit about one of our Patreons.
Fuck him. Fuck Alan. You're banned, Alan. You're banned.
He's gonna take his money back.
Oh, anyways, we love you guys. We love the whole community. Even Alan, we still love him, but don't team kill us next time, you fucking asshole. Oh, man.
And the fact that he did it again, like he crashed our shit too.
Oh, wow. That's
and
even worse.
And the whole time he's like, "It's not my fault, guys."
Yeah. It's like he acts like he didn't do nothing wrong, right? Like it's like, dude, this is all your fault. This is the only reason we're in this situation is because of you.
It's exactly your fault.
He acts like he had nothing wrong to do with it. Like, I didn't do nothing wrong, guys. I'm just fine. You know, it's like, come on, dude, really? Anyways, I think we're done talking about Sea of Thieves. Check it out, guys. It's our Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass, Windows 10.
You don't have to drop the money on it, man. If you're unsure, drop the $10 and get it for a month and play the shit out of it for that month. And then if you don't want to keep playing it, cancel your Game Pass.
So much fun, though. It's a lot of fun. The game is crazy.
It's a lot of fun, man. I guarantee you, if you get in there and start playing it, you're going to want to keep it.
You want to play with people, too. Don't play by yourself so much. You're going to get bored if you play by yourself.
Play with people first.
Yeah.
Play with your...
so they can teach you what to do, and then you can go play by yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Because I can go in by myself now, and I'm fine. Like, I know how to maneuver the ship. I know how to navigate and figure out where I got to go. You know what I mean? Like, you learn all that when you're with a group of people because those people will show you or tell you, hey, this is how you tell where the wind's going, and you got to have the sails in the right way and this and that. You know, there's a lot to the game, but I will say the people that are saying that there isn't a lot of content in the game, I mean, you got to think about it. I think they're going to keep adding shit to this game. This is not a completed product. It's a finished product. It works. You know what I mean? But I think there's going to be stuff that we're going to get in the future that's going to make this game better and better. So,
but I'll see people like say different comments like, well, I went in by myself. I went to an island. I ran around the island. All I could do is pick up is bananas, cannonballs, and planks. I can't I'm like, it's not a shooter looter game. It doesn't work that way,
Yeah.
So you're not going to get like a whole bunch of stuff in your inventory and start crafting things. No, this is...
And I mean, like, you got to learn things about the islands. Like, for instance, you got to learn where the ammo crates are, right? So that you can you don't have to go back to your ship to refill your ammo. There's crates on the islands that you can refill your ammo at. I know a lot of people complain about that. Oh, I only get 5 shots, and then I gotta use my sword, and then there's skeletons that I can't kill with the sword because like you cannot kill those gold skeletons even when they're rusted. You can't kill them with a sword. You have to shoot them. So
Yeah.
I mean, it is what you make of it, man. You can go in there and have a terrible time if you're not in the mood for it, you know. But when you get in there with a group that is fun to play with, you're gonna have an amazing fucking time.
Yeah, I had one crew that I appeared with last night. It was a random players. I spawned into their ship, and they're like, "Whoa, how the fuck look at this guy? He has a title. How the hell did you get that?"
I saw that. I was like,
I had like a title that was like Mystic Associate or something like that, or some shit like that.
It's because when you upgrade your level, when you go up the levels in the different missions, you'll get that.
Yeah, so I had unlocked the Mystic Associates one, and I was like, what the fuck does that mean?" I'm freaking out.
Yeah. It's cool though. Like that's curiosity, right?
Yeah.
Like that's like you see that and you're like, oh, how did he do that? You know, and then that person will jump in and be like, hey man, and then you tell them, hey, you got to do this and this and this to get there. It's fucking cool, man. I don't know. This game's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. I like it.
As much as I kind of really I want to shit on it for not having enough content, but I just feel like I just have too much fun. I can't.
Yeah,
like,
it's good and bad at the same time, right? Like, it's not enough content there, but then you just have fun. Like, the game is what you make it, like you said, man. You can have, if you have a good crew, you'll have fun with the game no matter what.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I think some people might come into it expecting there to be a lot of loot and trinkets and doodads.
No.
It's not a looter.
And at the same time, you can lose all your progress in a minute. Thank you, Alan.
Yeah. Well, not all
that's
your
part of the
progress,
adventure,
but
right?
Well, I mean, we lost all that progress. If we didn't cash those in, we didn't get no XP for that.
That sucks so much.
That would suck.
When he did it to us, we were right near the outpost, so we were just running everything in.
You're off my crew, Alan. Just remember that.
All right, why don't we get into news?
How about we take a quick break real quick and come back and talk about the news, guys. Let's go. And we're back. All right, guys, let's get into the news real quick. Lots of news this week to talk about. News time! Guys, you know the Paul brothers. The Paul brothers, who they are.
Paul brothers?
The Paul brothers are the brothers on YouTube who make YouTube videos. The Logan Paul and the other Paul. They're known as the Paul brothers. Jake Paul and Logan Paul. So these guys...
Yes.
One of them ended up on the local news for being such a nuisance to the neighbors, and he is known for uploading cringy rap videos that he makes on YouTube. His brother, Logan, is the guy who uploaded that video of the forest in Japan, the suicide forest, and they had that one person on the tree hanging, and he was making fun of it. Anyways, these guys have obviously heard of the success of Fortnite and the successful streaming platform and all that, like all this stuff. They've heard how popular the game is with streamers. So what do? They dabble into Fortnite. So they uploaded a video that they started a new vlog titled "What the Heck is a Fortnite?" That's what they call it. So pretty much these guys say that they want to play the game specifically because Drake, the rapper, played it the other week with Ninja. Right? He played it and they watched it. So you're like, oh, since Drake plays it, we're going to play it too. And they uploaded a video titled, I donate 200K to my favorite streamer, insane reaction, in parentheses. And they have a picture of Ninja, the streamer on Twitch known as Ninja. They have a picture of him on the thumbnail, right, for the video.
Yeah.
So they make it seem like they're going to donate $200,000 to Ninja, but they never do. The video is just them playing Fortnite and making fun of the game, making fun of people that play the game, etc. So they're pretty much doing it for views. And of course, the video became super popular. Like the blog, What the Heck is a Fortnite, had over 100,000 subscribers and no videos were even uploaded to it. They just had 100,000 subscribers to it because people that follow them on the other channels started following them there. And pretty much what happened was Ninja, the streamer on Twitch, pretty much first thing he did was he told his moderators on his stream to ban any mention of the word Logan Paul or the Paul brothers or Jake Paul. He said ban those comments right away, like just block them as soon as you see anything related to Logan Paul, Jake Paul, Logan brothers, whatever, all that shit. Just fucking block them just right away, right? All that, all that bullshit. And so they're doing that. He's trying to do that. And he's also mentioning, that they're not donating anything to him. They're just trying to like ride off of his hype. And he says he gets it. He understands why they're doing it. They're doing it for views.
Right.
But pretty much he's saying that they're not really gamers and they're just there to make fun of the game. And now they do stream Fortnite on their own Twitch channel, but when you go to their chat room, like when you're watching their stream, they have such a community that's based off of toxicity and assholes and people being dicks, because that's what they do on their YouTube videos.
Two of them, they're fun. They look like a couple of douchebags.
That's what they do on their YouTube videos. All they do is be obnoxious and, run around, just punch people, smack people, fucking push people over.
Jackass stuff.
They pretty much do that.
Yeah.
So on their Twitch channel, when you go to their chat room, all you see is penises, a bunch of memes being mentioned on the stream chat, people calling people racial names, just people being racist, people being dicks, people being assholes. And now a lot of the Twitch community is calling for Twitch to outright ban the brothers from being able to stream on Twitch.
Now, I don't think that's... Just because you don't like something doesn't mean you should fucking... You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. As long as they're not breaking any rules, then they should be left alone to make their content. If you don't fucking like it, don't watch it.
Yeah, that's what I agree. Because I went and watched one of his YouTube videos, and it was one of those ones where, I don't know, he was at like a busy mall or like outside venue or something, and he was just doing that stupid stuff where, like getting in people's faces, sticking his tongue out, just dumb, immature shit. And I'm sure the 12-year-olds eat this stuff up. But hey, it's not for me in any way. But I agree with you, Ryan. I think if they want if they want to go watch his channel and see all this toxicity and racial slurs and everything, then go subscribe. Don't watch it if you don't want to.
If you don't like it, then don't fucking watch it. That's what it all comes down to. If nobody's watching it, then it won't be popular.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, just like Dr.
what I mean?
Disrespect, right? Like, don't watch his crap if you don't like it.
People watch it for a shock value. You know what I mean? Or a laugh.
Yeah.
And it's like doing something so stupid and nobody thinks about how it affects the other person. You know what I mean? They just think, oh, that was funny.
Yeah.
Well, how do you know that other person didn't fucking go home all pissed off that this shit happened? Whatever. It's just stupidity. It's dumb. And if it wouldn't be so popular if people would stop fucking watching this garbage.
Yeah. Yeah, like it even says that his stuff was removed from Google Preferred and his YouTube Red movie was put on hold.
Their YouTube is coming down on them a little bit because of the stuff they post on their shit, but apparently they're not violating themselves. They're not violating the Twitch guidelines, but their community is. Their viewers are violating the community guidelines for Twitch.
Right.
So who knows what Twitch is going to do.
They're the ones putting sexual content in the in the stream, in the chat.
Anyways, that's the Paul Brothers. Find them on YouTube if you want to. Not my cup of tea.
Don't.
Not my cup of tea, but whatever. Anyways,
it's up to these places like Google and Twitch to
start
do what
banning
they
people.
want.
Anyways, a Dutch drug ring was creating 3D printed Nintendo cartridges to hide illegal substances. Apparently, the Dutch police had a huge drug bust on an operation that has been using the 3D printer to create fake Nintendo cartridges that were also being used to hide and smuggle illegal substances across Europe. Apparently, on March 16th, 4 people were arrested in the raid. Which it was a dark web ring actually that was, selling content through the dark web. And the Dutch police continue to, they're concerned, because they're saying that the Netherlands is becoming a narco state. A lot of drugs are being made there, manufactured there, and spread out through Europe from the Netherlands. So they're trying to crack down on it. But yeah, they're saying these guys apparently operated for years. They would sell you drugs, and then they would transport them across Europe in Nintendo cartridges, anything from LSD to cocaine to pills.
Damn.
And yeah, so
I gotta say though, man, like if I was ordering my weed online or something and it showed up in a Nintendo cartridge, I'd be like, that's pretty fucking sweet.
Yeah. I don't get to play the game, but I do get my drugs.
Yeah, so there's that. I mean, dark web, man. You can find anything in the dark web, right? Like,
Guess so.
it's just the way it is. In other news, the Navy, the U.S. Navy, has commissioned a new submarine called the USS Colorado. So it's a new ship that was commissioned recently. It's a new nuclear-powered submarine. And it has 130 men on board, can travel at 25 knots underwater. And it includes 2 large missile tubes that can launch 6 Tomahawk missiles each. But what you do not know is that this ship is being controlled with an Xbox 360 controller.
Cool. It better work.
Yeah, so
hope that controller doesn't red ring
Microsoft.
So pretty much like like the little periscope, the little thing they could see out of to look around or whatever. Apparently that is controlled with an Xbox 360 controller, and they're saying they decided to use a 360 controller because of the people who are joining the Navy are used to gaming. Yeah. They grew up with this shit, so why not use it? That's pretty cool. Oh man! Apparently, this is not the first time a 360 controller has been used. It's been used to operate drones as well in the past. So there's that.
Wow, it's just talking about these different panels, like these super expensive tablet touch type devices. They each cost $38,000, where an Xbox controller only cost about $30.
Yeah, so that's all you need, man. An Xbox controller.
Fuck these fancy touchscreens.
Yeah, fuck this shit.
These things.
We're gonna save money on our submarine and use 360 controllers instead.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. In other news, the Switch's Joy-Con is now getting a new D-pad from Hori. Hori are the people who make the Hori pad and other types of peripherals for the Switch. So this new D-pad, it makes them more comfortable, pretty much. They pretty much are going to sell you a left Joy-Con with a D-pad. So, on the Switch, is the D-pad only on the right Joy-Con, or what's the deal there?
No, there's no D-pad. It's buttons on both.
Oh, it is, right? Yeah, so now they're going to sell you one Joy-Con with the D-pad on it instead of the buttons. Yeah. Interesting. I think Nintendo should have done this instead of Hori.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Hori's a good company.
If you think
They make a
about
lot
it,
of fight sticks.
You have your 2 Joy-Cons with the buttons, so you could have them as two separate players if you want. And then you have this single Joy-Con that you buy that has the D-pad. And if you want to use the D-pad, you just slide that one on.
Yeah, makes sense.
That's a great idea.
Apparently, this Hori pad will only cost about $25.36, so about 2,678 yen.
It's not bad. That's pretty
But
fucking
it
good.
does not feature the acceleration control movements, no gyro sensor in the controller, and also
no HT rumble.
no vibration at all.
Yeah,
So
that sucks.
it's like a plastic hollow thing. And also it can only be used when it's attached to the screen, so you cannot use it like separately. So I'm pretty sure Nintendo.
That's why it's so cheap.
Nintendo has the patents on all that. Probably that. Hori's like, we're not gonna pay to license all that shit out to us, man. So,
but I mean, if you just want to slide a Joy-Con onto and use a D-pad, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I don't know why Nintendo didn't do it. Probably because their price would be so high if it was like a regular Joy-Con.
Yeah. Guys, I apologize for that fucking noise. There's construction going on next to my house. These guys are sawing something over there. I could hear it. I don't know if the mic is picking it up, but shit's weird. Anyways, Moving on now to more news. The PS5 release date has not come out yet, but rumors have it the PS5 dev kits are out, and a certain team has talked about possibly utilizing the console. CD Projekt Red, new fiscal year documents suggest that Cyberpunk 2077 is ready to interface with future generation consoles, and and they're ready to take advantage of future generations' very powerful hardware. So I wonder what that means. Could it mean that they're going to be making the Cyberpunk 2077 compatible with the PlayStation 5? Is it going to be also backwards compatible with the PS4 Pro, PS4 Original? We do not know, guys. What do you guys think about this? You guys think the PS5 will come out sometime soon?
I think we got a while yet.
Yeah.
I think you're talking 2021.
I say 2020 most. 2020 is not too far.
I say they announce in 2020 and they release 2021.
I say they announce it next year and they release it 2020. They're gonna build hype for years.
I don't know.
I think they're doing so well with the 4 Pro.
Yeah, they are. They're
I
doing
agree with
good.
Ryan. It'll be announced in 2020.
I mean, but people are saying that that Sony might have been pushed to move the launch date up because of the Xbox One X, and it's so much powerful than the current PS4 Pro. And they're like, maybe it just kind of gave them that push to push it up quite a bit because this is not, you know what I mean. It scared them. Like, we don't have enough powerful hardware to compete.
I don't think they're that scared yet. They can't be.
Yeah, they have so many consoles.
Can't be that scared that they're their number one selling console ever, right? Mm-hmm. That they could just kill it like that. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's gotta be at least 2 or 3 more years before the next generation comes out.
At least
it has to be.
Right. The only reason, Xbox came up is for compete against that PS4 Pro.
Also, in other news, DayZ has been confirmed to be coming to the Xbox One X and Xbox One this year. It'll be on the game preview program, and they say that they have reached a target of 1080p 60 frames a second on the standard Xbox, as well as 4K 30 frames a second on the Xbox One X. And I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to switch between 1080p and 4K on the Xbox One X. So if you want the higher frame rates, you go ahead and knock those graphics down a little bit to get that 60 frames a second.
Yeah, I like DayZ.
Yeah.
Look forward to that.
I think they're a little too late with that game. Should have came out 4 years ago.
Right.
Oh, man. In other news, over 30 video game companies have now formed a Fair Play Alliance to combat toxic behavior. So the Fair Play Alliance is a new coalition of developers who have gotten together to figure out and study what causes toxic behavior on the internet, in video games more specifically, and how they're going to address the behavior. So a lot of companies like Blizzard, Riot, Twitch, Discord, Epic Games, Xbox, PlayStation, and about 30 other people, other studios, companies, etc., have decided to form this alliance to figure out what's going on with the gaming community. Why the hell are people so toxic sometimes? Why are the people team killing each other, Alan? Why are people betraying their captains, Alan? They're trying to figure this out. So they apparently announced this Fair Play Alliance. They had a day-long summit at the Game Developers Conference, that's GDC, earlier this week. And so now they're going to try to share their methods of success and get with each other and figure out how to deal with players. Do we ban them for a day? Do we ban them for a week? Do we ban them forever? What do we do,
Was it Rainbow Six Siege? Did they turn off Team Kill or whatever?
No, this shit's still there.
Is it something else? Was it Fortnite, I think?
No, now you can report players on Rainbow Six Siege. Supposedly they're taking it more seriously. If you cheat or whatever, they could get reported, get banned. But yeah. And I think team kills on Rainbow Six is if you team kill 3 teammates on your team, then you get kicked for like 5 or 10 minutes from a ranked multiplayer, but you can continue to play regular multiplayer. And then if you team kill in that one, then you get kicked for like another 15 to 30 minutes or maybe an hour from all of the multiplayer. So you could go play Terrorist Hunt, but then if you team kill in Terrorist Hunt, I don't know what happens then. They might just kick you off of the game. Like, fuck you, man. You're just too killing everybody. So I don't know how that works. But yeah. Yeah. I don't know, guys. We'll see what happens. I think there's definitely a thing that needs to be addressed in the future about the internet, right? Because we have so many games that are online only, like Sea of Thieves, where people can team kill you and troll you. Especially Sea of Thieves is horrible for that.
Sea of Thieves can be very trolling.
Oh my god, we had a guy join our crew last night. It was a random, and he fucking blew up. He ran around our ship for a bit. We see him go downstairs, and next thing you know, we see an explosion, and we all flew away. We flew off of the ship. And we're like, what the fuck? And it was me and Snyder. I think we had died, but that little kid that was with us, the one that got him banned, he was still alive because he was up on the crow stairs. He's like, what happened, guys? We're like, dude, we're dead. He's like, oh, okay. So he like jumps off the crow's nest, goes down, repairs the ship, and the guy apparently what he did was he blew up the barrel and left the game. So he was just trolling us. He was just trolling us. Yeah, so that happens quite a bit, man. So, damn. Yeah, be careful with that. Get ready to repair your ship, guys. Another news, if you own the PS3 Fat, you may be entitled to some money. Guys, some money. So apparently this stems from a lawsuit of Sony removing the other OS from the PlayStation 3 system, the Fat system, where you could download Ubuntu or Linux. You
could install Linux.
All that shit on your fucking system.
Why you would want to do that unless you're, well, if you're a tinkerer.
I guess.
Yeah.
Apparently the lawsuit was won, and you're entitled to, I think it was $63
$5 or something.
$65. Yeah, $65. If you own the PS3 Fat, you got to go to their submit the claim form. It'll ask you like, did you know about the other OS? And you got to say, yes, I knew about the other OS. And then you got to specifically know about it. Now you know because we told you, but you got to have like the reason. Yeah, I knew about it and I wanted to use it. So then you put that in there. You put in your serial number for your Fat PS3 and you get $65. Eventually, maybe like 3 months down the road or something, you'll get 65. You'll get it sometime this year. Whenever they start paying out, you get $65.
Cool.
Yeah, PS3 Fat.
But you have to have your serial number for your PS3 Fat. So have fun with that. You also cannot have bought it off of like Craigslist or
another site or whatever.
As a secondary retailer or a used from GameStop. That doesn't count either, apparently.
Damn.
Because imagine all the people that would just go buy a bunch of... Why would you do that? That doesn't matter. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
A bunch of PS3s right now?
Yeah, you get cheap PS3s for $20 a piece.
Yeah. That's true.
And then you get $65 in return for them.
Nintendo has now revealed what new titles will be hitting the eShop over the next few days. So we have Outlast 2 coming out March 27th. Opus Rocket of Whispers coming out that day too. ACA Neo Geo World Heroes 2 Jet. Arcade Archives Moon Patrol. Oh man. Castle of Heart. March 23rd. Just yesterday. Beat Dead Spike San.
What the fuck?
Gekido Kintaro's Revenge.
Okay. All right.
Metropolis, Lux Obscura - Demo. No Thing.
What?
So it's called No Thing.
What? Wait. That's too plain of a name. This can't be what's
No
going on.
Thing is a minimalistic, surreal action game set in a totalitarian regime of the future. No Thing tells the story of an office clerk who is sent with an important message to the Queen of Ice. It features retro, in quotes, surrealistic full 3D graphics, as well as a full voiceover and speech synthesis. It features simple controls with chiptune sounds and original cold wave music. No Thing is one of those titles that is easy to play, yet very hard to master. So it's the description.
Okay.
How about this, Ryan? You want to play Slayaway Camp? Butcher's Cut?
No.
How about Soul Divide Sword of Darkness?
No, I think I'm still passing, I think.
One more game for you, Ryan, just for you. Warp Shift.
Yeah.
All good games, huh?
I'm going to go back to my Xbox
10 out of 10.
now, thank you.
10 out of 10. IGN says 10 out of 10. Switch games are the best.
Yeah. Is that what they're saying? All the Switch games that you can get now that you played like
20
2 years ago on other platforms or have never heard of ever before in your life.
Right.
Speaking of Nintendo, the WiiWare marketplace will die off. Dun, dun, dun. As of Monday, March 26th, you can no longer buy Wii Points, which worked with the WiiWare store. Yeah.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
The WiiWare, man, it was Nintendo's first attempt at an online shop.
Yeah, I remember this. I had a Wii.
On the Wii system. You remember that?
I had a Wii for
that
about 6
actual
months.
store. The
Yeah.
store that was on the Wii? Okay,
Yeah.
right. Okay, I know what you're saying now.
Apparently, yeah, they can no longer, they're going to stop supporting it. I can't believe that thing was still supported.
Yeah.
Nintendo.
Well, I don't think anything had released on it in a long ass time. I mean, most people I know, if they have a Wii, it's modded and doesn't have the latest firmware, obviously, and can't go online and can't use the store anyway. So,
Nintendo's Toad and Toadette appear to be an item, or were at some point, guys. In recent news, you know that Mario had nipples in Super Mario Galaxy, or Luigi's penis size. We have a new moment that just came up. Nintendo controversy seems to continue here with a screenshot of Mario Kart's Wii at the end of the game. When you beat the game, you have all the characters of the game standing there cheering for you. If you zoom in and you look at Toad, he's holding hands with Toadette.
Ooh.
Are they together? Who knows? We don't know. We don't know. This is an old screenshot from an old game on the Wii. It's there. It's happening, guys. She seems to be winking at the camera. What's going on? Is this a hidden message?
Yeah.
We don't know. The mystery.
maybe they're just
unsolved.
brother and sister and they're holding hands.
Why is she winking at the camera, Ryan?
Because she's like,
She's like,
that's
can't,
right.
can't.
I don't know. I'm looking at it, man. They could just be friends. Friends hold
Yeah,
hands.
friends hold
I'd
hands.
hold your hand, Jesus.
And wink at
I'd
the
hold your
camera
hand,
while we're
buddy.
taking a picture?
Yeah.
I think they're together.
Gunny thinks they're together. We'll see. We don't know what's happening. We don't know.
Who knows?
Nintendo's going crazy these days with all this news.
I think people are just making shit up. It's like,
In other news, Fila has now licensed Pokemon sneakers. That's right. You're going to be able to buy an
why is everyone
officially...
making shoes? What is going on these days?
You're going to be able to buy an officially branded Pokemon sneaker. Right, that's Fila, the Fila company. Yep.
No, you don't want these
They're
shoes.
teaming up with Pokemon in South Korea for these limited collaboration Court Deluxe shoes.
They're Velcro shoes.
The
Oh, cool, you get
designs...
3 Velcro.
The designs are inspired by Pikachu, Charmander, Squirtle, Bulbasaur, and Jigglypuff.
Oh, those are
Squirtle for
cute.
life.
Did they
These
make
are-
these in a
these are
12? Because I'm
fucking-
taking them to my next Build-A-Bear.
Velcro shoes. Why are they Velcro? What is this, 1980? What the fuck are they Velcro for?
I think
It's got the
I think
3 Velcro.
because
These
it's
are-
for kids,
these are
right?
gonna-
Like
Free
they're
strap.
expecting to sell these to kids, which maybe don't know how to tie their laces yet, so they're Velcro.
Don't buy your
That's-
kids Velcro shoes, guys. Don't do that to them.
There's a guy here in the
Let them
comment
learn
says,
how to tie their goddamn shoes.
says, these look nice, but I don't think anybody over the age of 5 should wear Velcro shoes without good cause. Like I said, I'm taking it to my Build-A-Bear conference.
One commenter said, I think because they're cute, and that is a good enough cause. Oh, my God.
So I want to go to a Pokemon event. Come on. Give me my Velcro Pokemon shoes. I'll take red.
I'll take the blue ones.
I want Pikachu
Bulbasaur.
or Jigglypuff. Yeah.
Speaking of shoes, Puma has partnered with Sonic and Sega to make the new Sega RS-Zero Sonic shoes.
Man,
You'll be able to
you
feel
run fast?
like you're going super duper fast when you're running in these shoes. down the
Christ.
soccer field. You're gonna look.
Those are some ugly fucking shoes.
No, see that picture right there. They're hidden. They're kind of, it's like pixelated to hide what they look like. It's kind of like a mystery thing, right? Like, oh, it's a mystery.
Oh, so you don't know what they look like yet?
Well, I mean, obviously they're blue, have green on them, have a little bit of gold,
but I mean,
but no, we don't know what they look like yet. Yeah, you can watch the trailer. It's right there. The Sonic Puma
right now.
They're showing Sonic running through the rings.
Strive to forever be faster. Here he goes. He's going.
He's going.
Pretty fast.
Super fast. That's how fast you're going to get to move.
He's hitting top speed with style.
If you buy...
And he breaks open one of the little TV things, and the shoe popped out.
That's right.
That's
if you
cool.
buy the Puma Sega shoes, RS0 Sonic...
Guys. Puma.
They're coming June 2018, guys. Just in time for my birthday. You guys will be able to buy me a pair of these and send them to me. That'll be amazing.
Why do we have so much shoe fucking stuff? What is going on?
A big market.
There's a big market, man. There's a big market there for shoes. People want shoes.
Why are shoes popping up in the news?
Because
I don't know.
I always get those like
our news machine is being skewed
Facebook
to bring
Join
us
this
news
shoe
about
group.
shoes. Maybe our news machine wants to make our podcast about shoes. Is that what's going on?
Horrible shoe cast.
All right, everybody, put your shoe art on the Discord.
Oh man.
What else have I got? Jesus.
I believe that's mostly it for news. Oh, God of War PS4 has now gone gold a month ahead of release. It's been gold. So they're good to go. They're going to start pushing out the copies to stores and retailers around the world and the countries, etc. So get ready for God of War. God of War.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
You won't be ready for it? Why?
Wait, what's going on?
Nope.
Oh yeah, you're getting rid of your PlayStation, aren't you? Is that what happened?
Yep. Gonna get rid of it. It's leaving.
News on the
Bye-bye.
News on the PS5 is rumors has it that Sony may be revealing something later this year at a special event for the PS5 with the final launch of 2019, November 2019. So keep rumors, man. The rumors I just can't see Sony justifying that to their PS4 Pro owners. Like, yeah, guys, you just bought like a PS4 Pro like 3 weeks ago.
I wonder if they're going to try and do the same thing as Microsoft
with
and
the
be like,
compatible.
everything will be backwards compatible.
They have
Everything
to.
will work.
They have to, man. There's no way.
Even if you have a PS4, it just won't do what they claim. What they claim in the pictures that I looked at was 4K, 120 frames per second.
Oh, so they did.
So, I mean, now it's gonna be, yeah, man, PlayStation's got the frames, guy.
120 frames a second, even though your TV can only do 60. Oh, oh man, all the frames.
All the frames. They're gonna have all the
Feel
frames.
the power.
Oh, look at that. It's the frames per second, guys. That's what matters these days. Not the P's or the K's. It's the frames.
You'll have to buy all those games again, though.
Oh, shit, outside. No, I see them. If they do come out with this, it'll be like, this is the premium PlayStation. Like just like Xbox did with the Xbox One X.
Wait. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what the PS5.
Whoa, tell me, you got leak specs?
Inside information
Leak
here.
specs.
Okay, I got some specs.
Oh shit! Ryan has a dev kit. He's gonna do an unboxing of a dev kit.
Here's the thing: it's gonna have a Blu-ray disc player. Guys.
Oh wow!
It's gonna have. It's gonna have one.
Wow.
There's gonna be these touch buttons.
Ooh.
There's like you have the home button.
Yeah.
And the down. The cross.
Yeah.
The
little bar.
all those logos. They're all gonna be on touch buttons on the front of your console, so that your cat can send you to the home screen while you're in the middle of an online game.
That works.
Those are gonna be there.
I like that.
It's called the touchpad interface. This sounds like a fabulous idea. Okay, so it's going to have two HDMIs, it looks like, which I'm not sure what they're doing with a second HDMI.
Maybe
Are
a
they going to try
pass-through?
and do the pass-through?
They could.
Are they going to try and steal the Xbox
The
stuff?
PS1. It's the all-in-one PlayStation for your home system.
Okay, and then it has what looks like 4 USB. I would assume USB 3. If it's not USB 3, what the fuck are you doing? So, And then it looks like a micro HDMI, but I don't know what that is. It
Micro
could
HDMI.
be. I don't know why they would have that in there. I'm not sure if that's actually what it is.
Would that be? Would that be? Could that be the port for the camera?
Port. It could be a camera port as well, or a VR port.
Yeah,
that's true. You never know. That's a little bit of a weird one. Okay, so get this. This is pretty sweet.
Big news.
A 2 terabyte quick release SSD hard drive.
SSD, huh?
Yeah,
wow,
yeah.
They're going
that
all
would be
out.
sweet though.
Okay with that. I would like that.
That's
okay. And then it says right here. It says, believe it or not, it's going to be 4K resolution at 120 frames per second. 120 frames.
I'm gonna play this on my PC monitor.
I'm gonna have to buy a PC monitor just to play this.
Then they got apps. They got thousands of apps. They got all the apps you need. They got Skype, believe it or not, provided by Microsoft, of course. They have YouTube, they have Facebook, they have Twitter, they have Netflix, they have, I don't know what this is. I think it's Instagram. It's like a blue circle and a pink circle in a white background.
That's Instagram, isn't it?
Instagram? Yeah. I don't know.
We're old people.
I don't use Instagram. I was waiting to see the fucking Mixer thing show up. I was
Mixer integration.
Here's the guy.
And then it shows off the DualShock 5 controller. This thing looks. Whoa! Hang on a second. Whoa!
Yeah, you see that?
What's going on?
Okay, this thing is like 2 Joy-Cons on a touchpad.
What?
They separate. The 2 pieces come off.
Oh, man.
And become like little Joy-Cons, which I believe they will use for VR controllers.
Oh, yeah.
And it's magnetic, so it all snaps together. Yeah. That is actually interesting.
Yeah, if they made it like a Joy-Con.
And then
then they get sued by Nintendo.
It's going to have a touchpad, and then I think you slide the touchpad down, and it turns into a keypad, so you can type.
Didn't they just release?
This is all rumors. Just so you know, it's concept art that's out for the PlayStation 5, and it looks pretty legit. Like it looks like something they might have come up with at Sony, but who knows if it'll actually release with all this stuff. I don't think those touch buttons are going to be be That's a stupid.
I think those buttons were rumored to be on the PS4 the last time they showed the PS4 before it came out. They were showing all those weird videos. And I think people were predicting those buttons to be there. I just don't see those ever being a thing on consoles.
It kind of looks funny because it kind of looks like a mix of a PS3 and a PS4. You notice that if you look at the concept art, it's like it's rounded in the front, like the PS3 was, but then it's got this separate slot down the middle, like the PS4 has.
Yeah,
it's weird. Anyways, like we said, concept art. This is not necessarily actually going to be a thing, but you never know. It's fun to look at things and speculate. Right.
We'll see what happens with the PS5 though, man. All right, guys, that's it for news. Hold on real quick. Give a shout out to our friend Johnny Don't on Xbox Live and PlayStation Network. Follow him on Twitter at Johnny Don't. Right? At Johnny Don't.
At Johnny Don't.
HONNYDONT.
Yeah. Follow him on Twitter, guys. He's our news machine. He provides all the news for us every week. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you. I always call him Johnny. I don't know why. Why the fuck is his gamer tag Johnny Don't when his name is Andrew?
Well, it's the same as Alan, because he's Leo.
Yeah, what the fuck, Alan?
That guy's name keeps popping up. Let's not mention him
Why
anymore.
couldn't he be CF? Why couldn't he be a CFC Alan?
Ban Alan. Big shout out to Taggin because he told me to give him a shout out on the show. He wants to feel good about himself. Shout out to you.
What's up, Taggin? I don't know why you didn't like my song, bro. I don't know. I don't know why you didn't like my song, but
next time I'm on,
bro.
King Jiggly. Next time I'm on, we're in the party. I'm just going to sing it the whole time.
Yeah. King Jiggly was there too. Yeah, he was there too. He was playing with us.
Oh, you guys were playing with us?
Yeah, we were playing with
us. We were on last night, and then I started singing the song, and then Jesus started, and then King Jiggly said something about it. Yeah, I didn't know that, that he loved the song so much.
And Anyways, let's move on to community questions, guys. You can leave us questions over at our Discord, on our Facebook group, Horrible Gamers Podcast Community, and on Twitter. On the Discord, if you want to, you join it. Let us know. Email us at feedback@horriblegamers.com. Messages on Twitter, on Xbox, on Facebook, anywhere, we'll get a hold of you. You can message our Facebook page. If you want to get a hold of the crew, message the Facebook page like some community members do, and we'll reach back to you on there pretty quickly. Usually, we got to connect it to our phones. And,
one of us usually answers.
Yeah, and we have a few members that actually only reach out to us on there, right? Like we're constantly getting messages from them on there.
I think so. I think there might be a couple that I see that are only on Discord.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Probably just or don't have an Facebook account.
But message us there. Anyways, questions. Go to questions, Gunny. You got them all this time? All of them?
I got them all. I'm not going to put them in. I'm going to put them in a certain order here. So,
Gunny, why don't you? Did you double check to make sure you got them all?
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, I'll go back on there because I think Jonathan had a question for us. But the first one is from Airborne Junkie on Discord. He asked, "Why is PubG Mobile so much better than the PC version or the Xbox? It runs pretty damn good. This one has doors, not like Chinese version."
What?
I guess he's talking about.
What the fuck did you just read?
He's saying that it runs better on the Xbox.
No,
I mean,
on
or
the
better
phone.
Right, mobile. So,
well, why does it run better on the phone? I don't know. Maybe because a big ass publisher is the ones who made it. Fucking huge, dude. Tencent is big.
Yeah.
Maybe that has something to do with it. I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, it is. It is like I don't know. Maybe they, because it's not. Is it possibly because, like, for Xbox? No, that would make sense. I was thinking because of the X, and they're trying to get it to this 4K HDR thing going, but we still have the Xbox One that it's on that they're pushing out updates.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's just good, man. It just runs good.
Yeah, it runs pretty seamless.
It really does, and it's fun to play. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's ask Microsoft. What the hell are you doing? So maybe they'll add doors to the mobile version later. So inside doors.
I doubt it. Those touch controls would be a bitch to open all those doors.
It's already a pain in the ass,
dude.
Because your finger's already always kind of over that open door section.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you walk past the door, you end up fucking opening and closing the door.
Yeah, I didn't have any issues on mobile. It was pretty clear, like when he gives you the prompt. And
but Gunny, you're playing on a tablet. There's a lot more screen real estate on a tablet.
Yeah.
There's more room for your thumb to be moving around without hitting that. When you're playing on a phone, your thumb is basically right over top of where that button is.
Yeah, and I wouldn't play on my phone. It's too small, so not for the iPhone 7 or whatever I have. Our next one is from the Mayo.
Not for old man Gunny's eyes.
Yeah, it would be too. I'd have to put my glasses on, my bifocals.
My God, back in my day, we wouldn't play on such a tiny screen.
We had an Etch-a-Sketch, and that was as big as my iPad. See? Next question is from the Mayo. He asks on Discord. Now that Sea of Thieves is out of full release, has anything been added since the beta? And thoughts about the amount of content? I think we spoke a lot about that.
Yeah, I mean, there's the new missions that have been added. There's snakes on islands now. There never used to be. Yeah. There's the different kinds of skeletons that I talked about. You got the gold guys. You got the guys that have leaves all over them. Apparently, those guys that have leaves all over them, if they walk in water, they heal themselves.
Yep.
So you want to keep them away from water. Yeah. And like I said, the gold guys, you got to throw buckets of water on them to make them rust so that you could shoot them with the gun and blow them up. And I'm trying to think what else the difficulty level has seemed to gone up on the skeletons. They seem to take some more hits to kill, especially the special ones. Oh, the other type was those black ones, and you put the lantern up and it takes the fog off of them, and then you can kill them. Jeez. Anything else, Jesus?
Was there anything in the store that they've added?
Oh, well,
They've added a bunch of stuff.
Prices have increased like crazy.
Yeah. To buy like any paint for your ship or any cells is ridiculous.
70,000 gold.
Yeah, that's a lot.
But like I noticed the gold sword that I had in the beta. You remember the gold sword I had, Jesus?
Mm.
That cost me like just under 2,000 gold. In the actual game, it's like 13,000 or something like that.
A hat is like 13,000 too.
Yeah. And I feel like we're not gaining as much gold for our chests and stuff either. So that kind of got dropped down.
Whoever's the highest leveled person on your ship should be the one proposing the quest and the voyages. Because the XP goes through your whole crew, no matter who proposed the voyage, right? So
yes, yeah, right.
So like if I'm level 15 in the Soul of Order or the Order of Souls or whatever, and I propose those quests, by the time you're done playing with me, you're going to level up to my level because you're going to get a shitload of XP for doing those quests. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I did get a ton last night playing with you. Like, I got a lot of gold. A lot of XP.
But yeah, man, like some of the gold is insane how much you have to make to buy some of that stuff.
But yeah, I think...
Are you purchasing this stuff from the merchants? Like, you know how when you get to a certain level, you can all of a sudden purchase like something from the merchant, which it'll be like a cosmetic?
No, I haven't.
Like I got a purple grog mug from
is it like a random loot box they give you?
No. Okay,
like yeah,
you know how
like
you can pick the missions?
like
There's
the
3
shovels,
of them on the bottom, and then at the top, when you hit a certain level, it lets you buy that object.
I haven't bought anything, but I am gonna buy. Now that you reminded me, I am gonna buy the lantern from the Order of Souls because that's the lantern that people have from the pre-order, and I already have that.
Rose blue.
Yeah, I have that one unlocked already because you get that at level 15. So I'm gonna buy that, and I'm gonna use that lantern because that's a cool lantern. It lights blue.
It is pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
I like the purple grog mug too. I think you get it from the Order of the Souls person.
Yeah,
once you hit like level 10 or something like that.
I need to go buy some stuff from her then. Yeah, because. And then it changes, right? The more you level up, the different items they sell you or whatever.
Yeah, it gives you... The next item will be like level 15 or something, and then once you hit level 15, you can buy that item from them. So I've just been doing that pretty much. And then last night I had like 20,000 gold or something like that after our night. Now I went and bought some clothes because I was running around just naked.
Looking like a
hobo. I didn't have anything on. I just had a pair of underwear. And I was like, whoa!
Yeah, awesome. I haven't bought anything yet. You know, since I've always played with like a full crew, it's like, all right, we got to get. You know, I've just been looting and turning in chests and skulls and stuff.
Yeah, so I do that when I go in solo most of the time, Gunny. If I go in solo, then I'll hang around the outpost at first and like just see what I can buy if I have enough gold for anything. And
right,
you know, I usually try and buy those quest givers things first though, instead of going to the store.
Yeah.
I want to see what they give me. I think they're going to probably give you better stuff than you can buy in the store for cheaper anyways.
I wouldn't doubt it, yeah.
Yeah, but to answer Matt's question, I will stay on top of that, especially on Twitter as far as like what they're going to be releasing next, because they haven't really said like anything that's like in the near future that they're adding that really piqued my interest.
Well, in 3 months, they're going to unlock the legendary pirate hideout, which I think if you guys have been to you've been to the tavern, right? Like the little pub area or whatever. Yep. Like if you go in there, there's a guy standing at a door that has like green glowing eyes, and then you touch him and he's like, he does like a riddle that says like, if you reach the maximum level, you may go through the door or some random shit. He says like some weird riddle. And what I think that guy's a ghost. I think he's a ghost in a human skin that lets you through the door if you're a legendary pirate. When you reach legendary pirate status, I think he's the guy you're going to talk to go into the place that's the hideout.
That's the special lounge.
I also think they need to add like whales to the ship. I don't want whales to attack the ship, but I want to see like some sailing. Whales maybe you see like a whale in the distance or a whale like a big like their tail. I think
if you get too close to them, maybe they nudge your ship a bit.
Yeah, there you go.
But that would be cool.
Or like little dolphins or something that you see like jumping up out of the water every once in a while.
Yeah,
Some shit like
just little
that.
touches,
you know?
little touches.
And I think those touches will eventually come to the game because this game is a lot like Destiny, in a game where it's going to try to keep it alive, for a long period of time. And I think Game Pass is going to help it survive a while. They just need to pump out those updates quickly. But right now, I think they're mostly focused on stabilizing the fucking game. So many people.
And
Yeah,
that's the
servers,
best thing for them right now anyways.
Yeah.
They don't
That's
want
what
to
they
add
should
too
be
much.
doing.
Yeah.
But the game is
Makes
fun.
sense.
And it looks better than it did in the betas. That's for sure.
Yes.
They have more birds flying through the islands now. Sometimes you'll be sailing and you see birds flying like over your ship. You're like, what the fuck? And then also, guys, you can find the North Star in the sky.
I saw the stars.
Yeah, you could find the North Star and you can find constellations up there. So you can see the Little Dipper, the Big Dipper, Orion's Belt, a bunch of different things up there. You can look up and look for them and find them if there's no clouds in the sky. It looks amazing, dude. It looks.
I think
so
even last night,
good.
Jesus, we were playing.
Yeah. The stars
we were playing
look
last
fucking
night,
amazing.
and me, you, King Jiggly, and even Snydero, and we're just like, we're just looking at that sunset after that storm.
Yeah,
we're like, wow,
dude. Like, wow.
that's great.
Yeah, like it
Wow.
was burning my eyes. I was like, I need sunglasses right now. This shit's insane.
Like we were just taking in the scenery for a moment, before heading off to that.
yeah,
next
because we went through
adventure.
a huge storm and we came out of the storm and like the sunset was coming down. Like I was like, oh man, that looks beautiful, dude.
I love when you can see the northern lights and it's all like purple and green in the sky.
Yeah.
Looks
So fucking good. Yeah, the game is pretty, man. They got a lot of cool things like that in the game where the water is the best water I've ever seen in a game. Hands down.
Yep.
Best water tech in the world, I think. I don't know how they managed to do that. I think they probably spent most of their time working on the water and then did on the content for the game because that water is insane, dude. It's fucking
Anyway.
crazy.
We've gloated enough about Sea of Thieves, folks.
Sea of Thieves.
Our next question on Discord is from Keddy, Keddy. He said, I want a sticker to put in the back of my car window that says, I am a gamer. Is there any logo icon that can represent all gamers? Xbox, PC, PlayStation, Nintendo.
How about
C's?
How about
No.
wait? How about a horrible gamer sticker?
There you go.
Hey, I think that's what he's trying to say because he's got in parentheses here where he says we all have an X button key, which is true. That's a good universal gamers.
I am a gamer. Press X.
Press X to game.
Press X to start.
Yeah,
Something.
I'd say we all have an
Just
X
put a horrible gamers podcast sticker on your car. What the fuck?
When our Teespring opens up again in a little bit, you can order one of those for your car.
Yes.
If you want.
Yeah. We need to send. Yeah, we'll figure them out. We'll figure something out here.
Yeah,
Print some.
We got one
stickers.
coming. We got one coming. Don't worry.
yeah.
What
Next
else we
question.
got?
Next one, Harlan Meeks, our Destiny player. He wants to know if he should get an Xbox One X this year or wait for the next Xbox console. I would, so I say, Harlan, see what the prices are this November at, your Target, your GameStop.
Wait until the
what
end
have
of
you,
end
Amazon.
of this year, and I think probably find a deal maybe.
Yeah, Black Friday. You find a deal.
If you want to be if you're being financially strapped or whatever, I would do that. If you got the money and it doesn't matter, why haven't you bought one already?
I think we're going to see some push this year where it might be, $449 and it comes with PUBG
2 games or whatever. Yeah.
and the next is a game or whatever it is. I think you're going to see 2 games for $449.
Yep.
PUBG and Super Lucky's Tale.
And the Game Pass game for a month.
Well, that comes. I think it comes with it, right?
That game, Lucky Tales isn't Game Pass, so they wouldn't give you that and that. They would give you you get to pick a game, and you get a month of Game Pass, and you get PUBG with it. Because PUBG comes with almost all their consoles.
They come with those little inserts in there, but it's 14 days for everything. 14 for gold, 14 for Game Pass. But why not give me 30? Don't give me.
Game Pass was a month.
But if you ever had Game Pass before that, it wouldn't let you use it.
It wouldn't let you use it.
Fucking assholes. No, you already had Game Pass before. We can't give you this month for free. How dare you?
I might have given it away to somebody.
Yeah,
I might.
I give it away, I think, to our news machine. I was sending them. I was like, here you go, dude. Enjoy Game Pass for a month. I even told him that do not buy Game Pass before you put this code in because it won't work. Oh man. Anyways,
Yeah.
I think we missed a question from Stephen O'Connor, dude.
Well, no, I was going in a
He's jumping around.
Certain order. Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So, we'll go with Stay O'Connor, and he asked, how do you decide who is ship captain on Sea of Thieves? Obviously, I'm the captain of all vessels. I am on them. I just allow others to pretend they are, so I can get my pirate self drunk and have fun. But should there be a set way of deciding? It's obviously never Alan maybe.
True. I think you decide who's captain with who has the highest level. Oh, shit, I guess.
I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know. I've become pretty damn good at captaining this ship.
I mean, so have I. Yeah, I've been sailing through rocks. Last night I was sailing with Taggin and Blue and the little kid that we were playing with, and we were sailing through like rocks, and these guys are like, "Oh fuck, Jesus is gonna go through that." I was like, "Dude, guys, you guys have no faith in me right now." Like, "Oh fuck," and I'm like sailing like through like these fucking tiny gap, the big ship. I'm just putting it right through that motherfucker with no hits.
I did the same thing, man. There was an island on the other side of like 4 or 5 rock structures, and I just went like zigzag between them. I'm like, do.
And these guys had no faith in me, man. I'm like, come on, man. Like, what the fuck? You have no faith in me. No faith.
Jesus, I think the only fault I had with you yesterday, being captain, okay? I'm gonna go on Alan's camp here. You were like, fuck it, just let it drift. You've got the sails up. I'm like, well, we got to put the freaking anchor down, dude. But no, I think we did pretty good yesterday with, you were giving me directions on how to put up the sails. Like, okay, put them halfway, part way. Mm-hmm. And I was like, so we coasted in a places like with ease.
As you're coasting into an island, especially an outpost, if you want to dock your ship on the dock, just raise the sails a little. Raise the front one, raise the middle one, keep the back one down. It'll give you enough speed to go in there. As you're pulling in, start raising it halfway, keep pulling in, and as soon as you get near the dock, raise it up all the way, and the ship will sail to a stop. You don't even need to drop the anchor, honestly. You'll be like, right, it'll just stop after a couple seconds.
But I joined your party last night, so that's why I was like, Captain, it's your ship.
Yeah, Captain Jesus of the USS HGP. Yeah, fuck yeah.
He could be controlling Alan, I tell you. You know.
The USS HGP Captain Jesus here, guys. Fuck Alan. Never gonna be allowed in the USS HGP.
Hold on a minute. So I saw that you could buy the different things for your ship. So how? Oh, I guess you would have to be the host.
I want to be able to name my ship. Why can't I name my ship?
Yeah, that's true. Like, because you could put.
I thought there was a way you could name your ship.
I want to name it. What do you have to buy it? Do you have to buy the name plaque for it?
I don't know, but when I was watching that stream, for the few minutes that I watched it, someone said, let's go name our ship. And I was driving, so I was just listening to it. And I couldn't see it. You know what I mean? I don't know what they did. I remember thinking to myself, how the fuck did they name their ship? Like, how did they do that? I don't know.
Sorry, I had to kill a spider. Spider was crawling on me, guys. So that leads to our next question from the infamous Alan Maybe. He says, first time leaving a question. Hello, guys. Not Jesus. Love the show. Most of you are awesome. Not you, Jesus. Should there be a PvP mode where you can challenge a crew versus crew on a smaller map in Sea of Thieves? I like that. Game is amazing when you have a great captain like Give 8777. Not Jesus. So I could kick Jesus' ass in a captain versus wannabe captain mode.
Alan, you'd go down, dude. You'd fucking go down. So come at me, bro. Come at me on your fucking ship.
Like a Borderlands thing, right? Where you can, where it wasn't PvP until you each duel.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Motherfucker, you. How dare you? How dare you?
Duel mode, and then you like basically it went into a quick loading screen of where you ended up on 2 sleuths.
Both in like a little pond, and you have to kill each other.
Yeah.
That would be fun. That's a good mode.
We could add grappling hooks, right? So you can go together. Okay, that's getting crazy, but that'd be fun. I like
Grappling hooks and wall running and
that. Hey,
Oh
Yeah.
man.
anyway, John Jerome, next question. Do we have any special plans for episode 200? Not counting spotlights, of course.
Oh yeah, we're on 195 now.
no, we don't have any plans.
I don't know yet. We have a month to go, right, before we reach 200.
Yeah.
We need to figure something out, guys. Fuck.
And I think
200
technical,
show spectacular.
200 show marathon of shows for the 200 show. I don't know. It's gonna be hard. We'll figure something out. Don't worry, John. If
It'll
you
probably just be a regular episode. Just that's probably what's gonna happen because we're not gonna come on.
if we get every Patreon to give us $20 and we get 20 Patreons, we'll do something super special. Oh man.
Yeah. It'll be fun.
Super fun.
I wanted to go back to Stay O'Connor, his question. He had a second one. He was talking about that game, A Way Out. He said, it's fucking beautiful. Have you guys played it? What are your
No,
thoughts?
see, I want to, but the problem is
I haven't.
I have no friends to play this with. Nobody that I know was willing to play with me in this game like for 8 hours. Because the game, you cannot play it unless you have another player playing the other character.
Yeah,
It doesn't let you play it. It just doesn't let you. You
but
can play by yourself
you
or
can
nothing.
download a trial. Anybody can download the trial, and then the person that owns the game can invite them to play. So it doesn't have to be the same person, I don't think. It just has to be, you just have to have somebody to play it with. I don't know, man. I'm on the fence about this game. I almost bought it this morning.
I need people to play. Ryan, if you play this, can I play? How does that work? How does this work?
Yeah, we can play
Don't
it.
you get like 2 copies of it or something when you buy it or some shit?
No.
Right, so
that's
I
what- that's what's
automatically
going
get
on.
it.
There, if you go, it says free trial. Okay, so
okay.
you can download the free trial.
need a
So I
free
did
trial.
that this morning because I thought, you know what? Maybe I'll just check this out. When you get into the load screen, you only have the option to buy the game. You have settings and something else, and then at the bottom it says you can only play the trial if a person that already owned the game invites you. So that's how they get the assets for the game. And then you can invite them because you own the game and they can play it for free. But only with you.
But they cannot play it all the way through for free.
Probably
They
the
can only
first
play
chapter
whatever
of
you
it.
let them play.
I'll
Because
bet
someone
the first
has
chapter
to be
free.
there that owns the game in order
So
for
if
them to play.
you buy it, Ryan, and I download
Yeah.
the trial, I can play through the whole game without buying it.
Yes.
No,
But not
no.
without me. Not without me. You
There's
have to
no
play with
way.
it doesn't say the whole game.
Does it save? Does
Yes.
it save?
You can't play the trial at all unless the person that owns the game sends you an invite.
But I could play the entire game. So like if right now I download the trial, you go buy it, and we play for the next 8 hours, we can beat the game
Yes.
tonight.
That's the second copy. That's how they're doing it.
Well, how about you do
download
that? How
the
about,
trial,
how about
that
you?
gives you access to it, but you can't play it unless someone that owns the game invites you to play.
Why don't you?
Oh.
Why don't you
I
buy
thought
it
you got a
then, so
code.
we can play?
No. What?
Why don't you buy it?
Why don't you
so we
buy
can,
it? I already have the trial download.
No, see, you're Canadian. You're nicer. You're supposed to just say yes. Ooh, yes, eh? Ooh.
Oh, I don't think so, eh?
Oh, sorry, eh? Oh, hold on. Let me go on to the Microsoft Store right now. I'm gonna check how much it is. How much is this game?
$35 if you have EA access.
Oh wait, I don't know if that's true, right, Nick? How can that be true? They're giving away free copies of this game. Then is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
I don't believe you. Hashtag
Damn
this
it.
is not real news, guys. Don't
After we're
listen
done
to
the
her.
podcast, I'm gonna load up the trial and show
Hold
you
on.
exactly
I'm
what
on the game store on my phone right now. I'm loading up the description of the game. So, I have $15 on my Microsoft account.
That's not good. That's not gonna be enough.
I have the game is $29.99. I can buy it right now,
Yeah.
but should I buy it?
I thought you got a
Okay,
second.
I need to know if I buy this, are you gonna play this with me?
I want to play it with somebody.
No, it's somebody.
Look, he only plays good games.
I don't know if you're good enough.
Oh my God! Here we go.
Hey, hi Brink, hi Jesus.
Here we go.
I want to know, Jesus, is if you commit to playing this with me, are you going to run off and play with Brink instead?
No, see, Brink, no, because Brink doesn't game on the. He only games like once. He only games like during the daytime on the weekdays. Fucking weird. And then this week he only has like Wednesday and Thursday off, and he's gonna be playing Far Cry 5 because it drops on Tuesday. So he's gonna be playing that. He's already told me. But I want to try this game because I want to see how well they did it because it looks cool. It looks cool because like in certain sections like you have to rob a store, and like one character goes into the store to distract the cash register and put the gun out, and the other guy has to go control the crowd, and like you guys have to work together to like do everything. You know what I mean? Like if you're running from the cops, one guy has to be driving, one guy has to be shooting at them, and just random shit happens like that. You know, so I really want to play this. It's only an 8-hour experience. I'll buy it if I have someone that I can play it all the way through with this weekend.
I don't know if I'll be able to play through it this weekend.
Only 8 hours, man. We play a couple hours now, 3 hours tonight.
I got plans tomorrow, so
6 hours tomorrow.
and then it's like during the week, it's really hard. That's the problem, right? Like with the time zones, it's really hard for me to play games with you guys during the week, you know, because you're coming online and I'm settling down to go to bed, you know, by the time you're coming online.
I'm usually good on Sundays after 3 o'clock up until 10 p.m. So, hey, I got 8 hours Sunday evening.
Sunday evening. Are you sure, Gunny?
Yeah.
What about today? I need people today to play with me. If I'm buying it today, I want people to play today.
Caddy wants to play it.
Who?
I mean, stay. Excuse me.
Oh, he's playing with his brother, though. He told me last night, he was like, I'm playing with my brother.
Yeah, but I'm sure you could play with other people, right? So
Man, I want to play the story with one person.
Yeah.
You guys broke my dreams.
that's all we have for questions.
I'm broke. My dreams are broken now. Sad
Sad
Jesus.
Well,
Jesus
Jesus.
activated.
Sad Jesus has been activated at the end of the show. Get us out of here, Jesus. Get us out of here, sad Jesus.
Super sad.
Before I start playing violins, let's go play some SOT.
As always, people, you can find us on Twitter at _horriblegamers. Leave us a review on iTunes. 5 stars are appreciated, but if you can leave like 10 stars, that'd be super cool. Just do it. Also, review us on Google Play, on Stitcher Radio, give us a thumbs up, and tell your friends about it, because word of mouth is the best way to spread the word about the show. Join our group, Horrible Gamers Podcast Community. That's a group on Facebook where we have most of our community members get on there. And very active community, actually. Very, like, all of these people play together all the time, which is pretty crazy. That's not something you see in a lot of gaming communities that have a lot of members. They tend to just play with 1 or 2 people. Like, no, everybody plays with everybody in our community. So go join it. Join our Discord server. And, yeah, all that. You can always email us at feedback@horriblegamers.com. And again, our intro song is done by Fowler and Twistic. It's called Breakout. Our outro song is called Night Owl by Broke for Free. So, guys, big shout out to our Patreon community. Jonathan Hall, Alan Maybe, Joshua Wolf, Bill Gardner, Evan Tanaka, John Jerome. Thank you guys so much for all you do and all the money you give us every month. We appreciate it. If you want to go and join the Patreon community, you can head over to patreon.com/horriblegamers. Join it. Give us some money. You know, help us improve the quality of the show. And, yeah, just do that. Go do it. Go do it right now. Go do it. With that being said, I am Gamertag Jesus Walks a Lot on Xbox Live. I'll be playing more Sea of Thieves. Hopefully a way out with Ryan. You know, I gotta convince him to stay up all night or something. And what else would I be? Oh, Far Cry 5. Fuck, that sounds like... Oh, man. I'll need to check out the Darwin Project again. I want to play Director Mode. And go check that game out, guys.
I just bought that so we can play that together.
Yeah.
And, yeah, go play games, guys. Enjoy the community. Play games. On PlayStation Network, I'm GSUS Walks a Lot. On the Switch, I have a friend code. I need to add people to the Switch because everybody keeps posting these codes that I don't add them. I feel bad. But go get a Switch too if you need one. Go get it.
I try to add everybody. If I missed you guys, just message me, and I will just message me on Facebook, and I'll add you. I don't have a problem with it.
That's right. And that's it for me. Where can we find you, Ryan?
You can find me on Xbox Live, PSN, and Steam under Gib8777. And like I said, if you want to send me your Switch code or ask me for my Switch code, just send me a message on any of those. Well, don't go to any of those platforms. The majority of my gaming is on Xbox and so.
Ryan's going to get rid of his PS4 anyways.
Yeah, that's a pretty good possibility. It might happen.
Wingman said he wanted to cheer you on for getting rid of your PS4. He was listening to the show.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he said he was cheering on the way home while listening to the show.
I'm glad you enjoyed my rant.
But yeah, where can we find you, Gunny?
Find me on Xbox, on Steam, and Twitter under gamertag Gunny Chief. Guys, real quick, we did have a question for Michael Gaxiola. He said on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for Far Cry 5?
9.
Are you? I'm going with 10. 10!
9.
I'll hit a 9. I'll hit a 9 on that. I'll hit a 9 button.
I'm on a 9 there. I mean, they could always, Ubisoft is kind of hit or miss sometimes, but I think they're going to be good on this one. It'll be a good game. No
Absolutely.
doubt. Yeah, go get it, guys. We're done. Peace out, Brussels sprouts. We'll see you on the next edition of the Horrible Gamers podcast. Goodbye.
Clean your controllers and go to bed.
Set sail for the open seas.
When your speaking starts, we will proceed.
I had to reconnect my mic. Reconnected the mic. Trying to get all the crap out of my throat first. After you eat, you're like clogged. You're like clogged. Stupid sounds going off.
Oh, Mr. Stupid Sound.
Turn your notifications and shit off.
They are off.
Are they? Are they?
Yes.
What? I don't hear it.
What do you hear?
I just keep hearing a boom, boom.
Everybody say way-ho.
Well,
Hey, that's a good one, huh? Alan, join up. Come on, let's go. Hey, we're going to have fun. As soon as he gets in, ka-clink. Finished. Uninstall. What are you looking at? Come here. Come over here, sexy lady. What? They don't... Y'all turn the camera off. Yeah. Come over here. I'll turn it. Camera's off. I can't hear you. They can't see you. Can you see that old woman? I got me a young woman, you guys, by the way. She's like 10 years younger. Camera's off.
No, what time are you going to eat? Because the chicken and vegetables almost done.
In like 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, you make it. I eat it.
beep, boop, boop, beep.
Hold on, is that me or you?
That's me. I'm recording.
All right, I'm recording. Wait, maybe it's... No, okay.
Oh, God, here we go.
5.
4, 3, 2, 1.
You're not supposed to say 1.
You're supposed to stop at 2. You don't actually count 2 and 1.
0. Go.
Yeah, there's fucking Gunny. 0.
Okay.
And action.